Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. If you're new here, thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. If you're old, thanks for coming back. Appreciate you. But we are doing Wonder Girls tonight, and then we are following that up on Wednesday with Sunmi, which I'm very excited about. We've covered some stuff from Sunmi in her solo endeavors, but we have not done Wonder Girls or like Sumi as a collective. So excited to check out her music. But yeah, that's it in terms of what we are covering tonight. If you are on Patreon, everything is up to date in terms of videos. So if you missed out, I posted all of the most current videos for like the past 2 weeks. So those should be up to date. And YouTube, I've got YouTube pretty much set up for the next 3 videos going out the days that I'm not streaming. So Tuesday, Thursdays, and then Saturday, I think, is going to be my other date. But those should also be somewhat up to date. I still have to get some of the more current videos that we did in January up. But everything from like November, December should all be ready to rock and roll. So if you're watching on YouTube, Patreon, they get that like a whole month plus in advance. So just saying. If you want to do it, sign up. Sick. If not, no obligation to. But uh also come join us on Twitch. I feel like I don't say it often, but we do these on Twitch. We do these live on Twitch. So come through. I do these and then I usually post the VODs on YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I feel like that's all the things that I'd have to say about it. Also, congrats to Andy. They got 100,000 channel points. So that is why we are covering Wonder Girls and Soon Me because of them. So big kudos. If you also want to get 100,000 channel points, then you come hang out on Twitch. That'd be sick. Let's see. Gunky, hello. Sarah, hello. Andy, hello. Kaylee, hello. Sally, hello. Unhi, hello. Congrats. Everyone's saying congrats to Andy. Let's go. The GOAT. We love it. So, yeah. Come through. We'd love to see you. I feel like that's another incentive if there isn't a group that you have not, if we have not covered, which are plentiful. So yeah, super stoked. Kala, hello. So yeah, I'm gonna get the PowerPoint pulled up. I feel like a deep dive is not complete without a a PowerPoint. Though I did, it was funny. I messaged Andy and I was like, "You don't have to do a PowerPoint, but I feel like it's a rite of passage." So they did a PowerPoint. So I'm very grateful. I didn't want to bully them into doing a PowerPoint, but everyone has subsequently done a PowerPoint to some degree. So um it was great. We love PowerPoints. We love PowerPoints. Yeah. So I'm not a hater. It's fun. Plus it's cool, I'm sure, for other people to dive into it. Sally didn't, but I did. No shade to Sally. We love Sally, but it was fun. It was cool. So lists, PowerPoints, all that stuff. At this point, it's a basic requirement. I feel it's a prerequisite for sure. Um, Very nice. Gunky says as long as the PowerPoint isn't 300 plus page. Oof. Well, I think a certain some people are going to be at a Waffle House later on, but that's a little lore for y'all. But anyway, Wonder Girls deep dive is cut off because of my lovely computer, but you get the gist. All right. Who is Wonder Girls? Wonder Girls was a South Korean girls group under JYP Entertainment. Okay, I did not know that. Consisting of 4 members: Yeon, Yubin, Sunmi, and Hyerim. Very nice. And 3 ex members: Hyuna, Sohee, and Sunyi. Very nice. Very nice. This group's formation began with a national talent show that aired in 2001 called 99% Challenge Project. Ooh, okay. I did not also know that. That's cool. Through this opportunity, J.Y. Park discovered Sunny, ex-member, and subsequent shows and auditions. He found the other 4 members, Hyuna, Sumi, Sohee, and Yeon. They debuted February 10th of 2007, and they disbanded in January 27 of 2017. Wow. Okay, so they're almost coming up to a decade that they've been disbanded for. That's wild. Okay, we've got Park Yeon Kim Yubin. I guess we'll do Yeon first. She is the leader, main vocalist, keyboardist. Birthday May 26, 1989. We've got Kim Yubin, October 4th, 1988. Main rapper, vocalist, drummer. Okay, very interesting. Also, tattoos are cool. I like the chest one. I feel like that would have hurt, certainly, but still really sick. We have Lee Sunmi. Her birthday is May 2nd, and she was born in 1992. Main dancer, vocalist, bassist. Okay. We have Woo Hye Rim, and her birthday is September 9th, 1992. Lead rapper as well, vocalist, guitarist, and maknae. Ooh, okay. This is cool. I'm about that. I did not know that they were a band. All right. Kim Hyun-ah, June 6th, 1992. Main rapper, main dancer, vocalist. She left Wonder Girls in 2007 due to health concerns. Oh, I hope she's doing better now. An So-hee, she was born on June 27th, 1992. Wow, that's my, not same year, obviously, but my dad's birthday. That's crazy. Shout out to my dad. Vocalist and main dancer. She also left Wonder Girls at the end of 2023 to pursue an acting career. Okay, so she must be a really popular actor now. And Min Sun-yi was born August 12th of 1989. Leader, main vocalist, lead dancer. She left Wonder Girls in 2015 due to personal reasons. That's crazy. Also, significant birthday, not because I'm born in 1998, but that is my adoption day, my quote unquote got you day. That's sick. This is weird. I just feel like, I don't know. It's like the dates of people's birthdays are awesome, but also very interesting. So, all right, cool. Graph. We love a graph. Very cool. Okay, so she was in, Sunmi was inactive. That was interesting. She came back. Very interesting. All right, sound and evolution. Early. Also, Annie, I didn't know if you wanted me to read off all of this. I figured it'd probably be good to start off with this text first and then get into the songs. But debut and early identity in 2007, teen pop influenced sound. The group debuted on February 10th of 2007 with the song Irony, which is included on their first single, The Wonder Begins. Their first full-length album, The Wonder Years, not to be confused with The Show or the band from Philadelphia, The Wonder Years, shoutouts, was released on September 15th of 2007 with Tell Me as the single. Hyuna participated in early recordings but left the group before promotions and later MVs. With her departure, Yubin was added to the group. Tell Me More was the group's first major hit and breakout song in Korea. Ooh, okay. And then Andy says, yes, this one, then playlist for the first two MVs. Okay. All right. Gunky says they're excited for the deep dive. Kala says this PowerPoint design is eating. I would say it is pretty fire. I would agree. Okay. Cool. All right. We're going to get into the first one. This one is Irony. So let's check it out. This is OG here.
JYP introducing the Wonder Girls.
I'll never get tired of that.
너 오늘 데이트했잖아. 손은 잡아봤어? 말해봐.
자꾸 처음이라 말을 너무 많이 해. 이런 감정은
they do have-
처음이라며 말을 듣는 게 이상해.
I didn't think they would.
난 다른 여자들과 다르다는 게 좀 수상해. 내가 아는 애만 해도 몇 명인데 그 아니잖아 말이 돼 친구들 모두 다 그러고 있는데 나만 안 그러고 있는 게 남자가 남는다고 하면서 너만 말하고 말하는 건 뭐야 알았니 말도 안돼 알았니 말도 안돼 알았니 말도 안돼 말도 안 되는 말 정말 가지고 놀기만 했었다면서 나만 이렇게 생각한다는 건 뭐야 알았니 말도 안돼 알았니 말도 안돼 알았니 말도 안 되는 말 정말 Break it down. Four, three, two, 너무 진실한 것처럼 말이지. 너무 그러니까 이상한 거지. 말을 고지고대로 듣지 못하고 자꾸 의심하게 돼. 믿지 못하고 잠시 생각해보면 네가 못하러 그렇게까지 나에게 환심을 사려 할까 싶어서 믿어보려고 돌아봤어. 하지만 속상해 아무래도 안 되겠어. 남잔다 너 하나만 그건 뭐니 irony 말도 안돼 그건 irony야 말도 안돼 그건 irony 말도 안돼 말도 안 되는 말 정말 놀기만 가지고 놀아오면 난 왜 달라 다르게 생각한단 건 뭐야 irony 말도 안돼 irony 말도 안돼 irony 나도 여자야 말도 안 되는 말 정말
선혜야, 오빠가 사람 보는 눈은 있다니까, 알지? 다들 친구들이 너무 이쁘신데 선혜가 제일 예쁘다. 선혜야, 내가 영원히 너만 사랑할게. 인사해야 돼, 여자친구야, 아유, 안녕하세요. 줄차려 갑니다.
Oh my god. All right, very cool. This was Wonder Girls Irony. If you're joining for our deep dive, Gucky says, "I warned you we would getting some we would be getting some JYP." LOL. Listen, I have no hate for JYP. We literally did a deep dive on JYP, so I feel like there's no hate in my heart for him. You know what I mean? So, I enjoyed this a lot. This is very good. I am very curious. I don't know if chat probably might know this actually. I'm curious if Wonder Girls, they have to be probably one of the earliest like JYP artists, I would imagine. I'm curious actually what JYP's first like art like K-pop artist was. I don't know if I would imagine they'd have to be pretty early on. But very cool. Obviously very old school in terms of the MV. I loved it. Kind of was giving me it was kind of giving me like flashback moments to like Bruce Almighty, where like I think Jim Carrey is like miming like Steve Carell and stuff, like just obviously like the voodoo doll like thing I thought was very, very funny. Also, shout outs to whoever was doing like the acting for this. I thought it was pretty goofy. I'm all about the goofiness, so I was down for that. Song itself was very good. Like I said, it does feel very much of that time frame, which is not a bad thing. Like I said, I don't think that it is aged poorly. But I will say it's like you can definitely tell. You know, you can definitely tell it was in those earlier stages, which is just not a bad thing. I think for me, I also really kind of enjoyed like the different vocal layerings of Wonder Girls. Obviously, I'm curious to see how much we kind of, you know, see their voices kind of shine in a group like this. But that was something I really kind of noticed, was that like they really did a great job of like stacking the different vocalists. Like they had different moments where, again, you had kind of different rappers of the groups kind of coming out and, you know, obviously having their own distinct sections of the song. So I love that. But yeah, overall, I think it was really well arranged, really well put together. And I thought the instrumentation was really fun. Like, I love those really kind of like gritty, like kind of groovy sort of synth choice that they used in the song. I think it was really well adjusted to this type of song. Kind of was giving me a little bit of like, I don't know, it's kind of giving me a little bit of, like, Destiny Child vibes. Not even, I don't think in like the vocal setting, but like instrumentation wise. It was definitely giving me that kind of vibe to it. And I would imagine because it's so closely adjacent to, 2008, you know, so closely in line with like late 90s. Obviously, we're past the like mid 2005s, but still very, very much relevant, I'd say, in the conversation. But yeah, overall, I felt like it was very solid. Like I said, it was I feel like it's a good starting point because, again, I am learning about Wonder Girls in this stream, so I'm excited to kind of see. But I definitely enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed this a lot. I do feel like instrumentally, maybe a little bit of that time, but I would say like the musicality still really holds up. It's still got a great groove. It's still got a good hook to it. So I do feel like in that aspect, you know, I do feel like it's still really timeless in that way of like, wow, like it still sounds so good, even though it is, you know, literally 17 years old. It's almost an adult, which is crazy, but still came out really good. So enjoyed it. Kaylee says JY Poppy A, you know. Guggy says JYP's earliest artist was Pearl, but GOD was their first group and Wonder Girls was their GOD was their first group and Wonder Girls was their first girl group. Okay, very cool. Andy says it was one of his first groups. His first one was GOD with Sidus HQ. Okay, very cool. Very nice. It would be interesting to check. It would be interesting to check out his first group. That would be. I feel like it would be cool to. It just gave me a thought of like it would be cool to check out each label, like each big K-pop label now, like their first group that they debuted. You know, I just think that would be. We'll have to do that at some point. I feel like that would be cool. Just to be like thorough in the K-pop space. I think that would be an interesting topic to delve down the rabbit hole for. But very nice, very cool. All right. I believe Andy wanted me to do both, so we are going to also do Tell Me More. Yep, Tell Me More. Okay, very cool. All right. Let's see. Jazz says that would be cool. Gunky says GOD stands for Groove Overdose. They were only together for 2 years. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if they're still making. I wonder if they are both individually making music still or not. Very unique. Very unique. All right, let's go to Tell Me More next. Or Tell Me More. Sorry, not Tell Me More. Hey, there he is. The JY Poppy jump scare. Vocal center was cool. That's true.
Give me one time, baby. 다시 한 번. Okay, 방금 한 건 알지만 또 한 번. Yeah, 계속 말해줘. 들어도 듣고 싶어. 어쩜 이런 일이 꿈인가 싶어. 어머나 좋았었잖아. Baby, baby. 나를 사랑한다고 날 기다려왔다고. 내가 필요하단 말해줘요. 자꾸만 듣고 싶어. 계속 내게 말해줘. 꿈이 아니라고 말해줘요.
There we go. Very nice, very nice. This was Wonder Girl. Tell Me. Very nice. We're on song 2. Let's go. I like this one a lot more. I think I don't know, like the first of all, the synth choice was really cool. I liked all the like different like it's very simple, but I also feel like the way that they arranged it was very intelligent. Um I just really, really loved like the way that they have like this sort of dynamic presence to them. And I think oftentimes when I kind of go through um when I go through and cover like older groups, like I think one thing that I kind of notate or really kind of fixate on is just like the simplicity in writing, right? Like um I love that a lot of the like classic, like I don't want to say classic because I feel like that almost in turn means it's like old, but like I feel like just the simplicity of the writing style, like the melody choice, like I think it really kind of allows you to fixate on how strong vocalists are. And I know I've made that mention in groups that we've covered when we've done like second gen groups, but I do feel like that is a true statement, and I like making it every time we cover groups like this because I think it just kind of it almost feels like it validates my reasoning as to say like, yeah, that is true. um and I wouldn't think anything less of it, which is great. But I really liked the stylization vocally in this one. I think the chorus extremely infectious. The hook of like "Tell Me," I didn't know it was going to be that catchy, but I do feel like it really, really does have such a good hook, good melody choice, and I feel like it will instinctually just like get in your head for that reason. Um, I also really enjoyed the rapping section in this one as well. I think even more so than the first song. It just felt very dynamically pleasing, and like whoever was doing the rapping in this section, I think they did a phenomenal job. Obviously, I'm going to get more familiarized with each member as we continue on with the songs. But I thought that was incredible. There's like a lot more vocal belting, especially towards the end of the song, which I appreciate a lot. So I appreciate like the writing style of that. I think it works out really well. But yeah, I would definitely say that this one to me was like the better one of the two songs. I would imagine. I'm curious as to which one did better in that current time frame, but I would not be surprised if it was this one because it just really got some fun like instrumentation. The vocals are incredible. And I just felt like they were able to kind of push themselves a little bit more so in this song, maybe comparatively to the first one. Like the first one, I think and that's not a bad thing, but I feel like the first song in comparison just felt a little safer, which is fine. But I felt like this one was just like a little bit more upbeat. Like I think they brought the energy. They knew what people were kind of, I'd imagine, listening in for. So I definitely like this one a lot more between the two songs off this release. But they're both great. So I feel like well, don't want to throw any shade to people who like Irony. That was also a great song, but I would definitely say this one was rad. So Jazz says this one is on the list, and Unhi's comment killed me. That guy is on a list. Oof. For sure. Do not support that here. Nah. Gunky says I just keep picturing JY Poppy doing the choreo. That's fair. He will infect the mind with JY Poppy, you know. Andy says, fun fact, there is an earlier version of this MV with Hyuna where she was also Wonder Woman. That's crazy. Okay. Very cool. I love that. Gunky says, I'm not big on their debut, but I like this one. Of course, it's a classic. Hey, let's go. Okay. Very nice. Well, I'm sure chat's going to let me know which one of theirs is their favorite Wonder Girls song. But I believe we're going back to said PowerPoint, and we'll keep clicking on Breakthrough and Retro Signature. 2008 to 2010. This era established Wonder Girls' most recognizable image. The group embraces a retro-inspired sound and concept. In 2008, So Hot and Nobody cemented their status as a leading K-pop girl group. Nobody became the song that launched Wonder Girls' international exposure, entering into the U.S. Billboard's Hot 100. Oh wow, that's cool. And setting the stage for their later promotions outside of Korea. In 2010, it was announced that Sunmi's hiatus and the inclusion of a new member, Hyerim. Ooh, okay, very interesting. I'm sure we'll have to figure that out. So, very nice. I'd imagine I am going back to the playlist after this if I had to guess. So, I'm going to just double check. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're going to keep it moving with So Hot. So, let's check it out.
JYP. And the
Awesome.
Wonder
Thank you,
Girls.
Andy.
We're back.
언제나 어디서나 날 따라다니는 이 스포트라이트 어딜 가나 쫓아오지 식당 길거리 카페 나이트 도대체 얼마나 날 들어야 이놈의 인기는 시끄러들지 원 섹션에 눈은 고소형 아름다운 내 탈은 좀 하지 원 어쩌면 좋아 모두 나를 좋아하는 것 같아 oh no please leave me alone all the boys be loving me girls be hating me they will
All right. Very cool. This was Wonder Girls So Hot. I love how it says so hot for JYP. I'm sure there's people that believe that. I just think it's funny that they I don't know if it was intentional for them to put that, but I just thought it was very ironic. Um no hate. No hate. If you have the crush, if you have a crush on JY Poppy, I get it. Um I thought this was very good. I enjoyed it. I think I feel like very similarly to Tell Me. I didn't think that the phrasing for so hot was going to be like as I want to say as memorable. I guess that makes it sound really negative, but like I didn't think it was going to have the same charm that I feel like Tell Me had. You know what I mean? Like I was like, "Oh, Tell Me, great. Like got good hook, like their melody choice is incredible." I felt like with So Hot, like I was like, "Ooh, is this really going to work the way that I feel like I have it envisioned in my head?" And I feel like it definitely works really well. Like the way that they kind of enunciate like the hot, like I think it's very interesting, and I think it's cool to have them put their little bit of like a flavoring on that. So I thought that was cool. The vocals in this were cool. I think more specifically, there was a lot of great like group and ensemble vocals that I appreciate in this song. And I especially again hear that in the chorus. I think a lot of the drawing points for this song definitely lead to the chorus, which is great. So I love that. And then again, I love the rapping section. I want to go back in the playlist because I want to know who it is potentially. Um, I want to say it's Yubin if I've got it correct because you if I'm going off of facial complexity, I feel like it's got to be Yubin based off of the playlist here or not playlist, excuse me, the PowerPoint. So Yubin is the rapper. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Andy. So I feel like she's been a standout for me because I like her vocal tone, and I feel like it kind of again separates. It's that separation of like vocals in groups that I appreciate. I think it's probably why I also like again not to mention another JYP group, but it's probably why I like Stray Kids and Felix because his voice is so low and has such a interesting like tenor to his voice. So I feel like in that aspect, like it is ironic that like a lot of the JYP artists have like some sort of like interesting vocal tones to their rappers. And not to say that Felix is a rapper by any means, but like I feel like there's always got to be at least one member that has a very distinct tone. And so I love that. And I feel like Yubin definitely takes that cake for me. Um, but at least in my mind, I feel like a lot of the JYP groups, like I'm always fixated towards um, like interesting vocal tones, like even Changbin as well. My bias in Stray Kids like also has a very distinct vocal tone. I don't know. I just feel like it sticks out to me, and I think that's probably why I oftentimes pick them is just because I love the distinctness of their tones. And then obviously I learn more about them, and I feel like it maybe helps me gravitate towards them a little bit more. But yeah, I thought this was great. I thought this was a very fun song. I don't know if this would be considered on the iconic list either or not, but I definitely feel like it has a memorability to it. So I would not be surprised if this is on the like most elicited K-pop songs of all time. So let's see. Guggy says, it's the company, not the artist JYP they are hot for. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Like I said, I maybe have interpreted it as a joke. I'm not saying that they are hot for JYP. I just thought it was ironic that they put so hot and then put for JYP. I was not making any scathing remarks on that. I just thought it was a goofy thing. No Santa, hello. Thank you for coming through. Andy says the rapper is Yubin, very nice. And No Santa says it's covered all the time. So sure, iconic, very nice. Gagi says I'm sure it was intentional and probably supposed to be funny. I was gonna say it like I feel like they seem very humorous based off of the choices that they have done so far in literally only 3 songs that I've seen. So I feel like it feels very humorous, and I'm for that. So very cool, very cool. All right, well, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one is Nobody, so let's check it out.
그대를 처음 본 그 순간 난 움직일 수가 없었지 그때 그 아름다운 모습 난 넋을 잃고 말았지 거기 그 작은 것만 하면 내게 오지 우리 여기 나를 믿지 절대 후회할 리 없지
Yeah, that's my goat right there. The goat, JY Poppy.
하이 진영. 자 이거 새로 나온 곡인데 노바디라는 곡이야. 느낌 아주 팍 오는데 어때? 지금 한번 해보겠어?
감사합니다, 신사숙녀 여러분. 오늘 밤 오신 걸 절대로 후회하지 않으실 겁니다.
Who the fuck signed off on this shit? No pun intended.
도대체 진영이 어떻게 된 거야? 어디 갔어?
저기요. 소개합니다. 우리 모두가 기다리고 기다리던
어디 간 거야?
JYP의 신곡 Nobody.
누가 없어요? 자, 이들이라도 빨리 가. 빨리 가.
You know I still love you, baby. And you'd never change.
I want nobody, nobody but you. I want nobody, nobody but you. 난 사람 싫어, 네가 아니기 싫어. I want nobody, nobody.
저기요.
난 싫은데 왜 날 믿었네 라고 하니 자꾸 내 말은 듣지 않고 왜 이렇게 다른 남자에게 날 보내려 하니 어떻게 되었니 날 위해 그랬던 그만 넌 부족하다는 그만 이젠 그만해 넌 나를 알잖아 왜 원하지도 않는 걸 강요해 I want nobody, nobody
That last little bridge closeout was cool.
저기요!
God, oh my god. All right, well, this was Wonder Girls Nobody. This is this is the most amount of times I've ever wanted to see JYP on a toilet, and this is probably, hopefully, the last time I will see JYP on a toilet. Personally, I know, I know, I know he probably signed off on it, but still, I like. Oh my god, I can only imagine. I can only imagine him like I can only imagine him in the meeting and he was like, "All right, guys, so I've got a funny concept for the video. I'm going to literally go take a shit in the bathroom, not check the stall to see if there's toilet paper in there. Just walk in, use the stall, and then say, "Hey, there's no toilet paper in here and I'm stuck." Unless like he just wants to like, I don't even know, man. I would have loved to been a fly on the wall for him to come up with this concept for this MV, but oh my god. Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that. I love that he is an insane man. You know what I mean? I respect that. Connie says, "Oh my god." Callus says, "I never thought I'd see JYP with his pants down today." That's true. 0 days since the JYP incident. Jazz says, "Not something I ever want to see again." Fair enough. And Andy says, "Oh my god, no." Oh my god. All right. Well, I feel like I gotta migrate out from this section here. But overall, I gotta say, this has gotta be one. I gotta say, so far, this has gotta be one of the catchiest Wonder Girls songs to date. Again, flawless chorus. I really love that. Though I will say this song reminds me of something else, and I'm just trying to see if there was anybody else that put like similar songs. I'm just curious because it does remind me of some other songs. I don't know if it's gonna give me the ones that I want here, but some of them I don't. Some of them I think it's giving me a list here. I'll pull up on the, oh god, we love the ads. I don't know. I mean, obviously some of these I haven't heard, like G Friend I have heard, the Stacy song I've heard. There is definitely like I don't think any of the other ones after that are very similar, but I feel like it has a familiarity to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go and listen to this. Maybe I'll have to go back and try to figure out what song I feel like it's closely assimilated to, but there's definitely a song that I can think of that I'm like, wow, this has like a very familiar sound to it. But really loved it. Like I said, probably my favorite one so far. I also really loved like the ending part of this song. Like I don't know if it would technically be considered a bridge or like, like a closing segment to the song, but I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought it was very interesting. I also thought it was very unique to use Yubin at the end of the song, which I also appreciated a lot because I feel like obviously I think she contributes some vocals to the group, but it was really cool to hear like that rapping section. I like also like the chord phrasing they used in that final section too. For whatever reason, my first thought was like it kind of reminds me of like the Great Fairy Fountain song from The Legend of Zelda. Obviously a little different like melodically, but I would say in a similar ballpark, and like it raised my nerdism. So I love that. But I think overall the song was just really catchy. Like I said, really good hooks. I think the melody choice in this was like phenomenal. I would almost say I feel like it feels like more steps ahead than I feel like maybe some of the other songs that we listened to. Not to say that they weren't great, but I felt like this one was like even like Andy says, there's 3 versions: Korean, English, and Japanese. Like I feel like this song to me like just has a very good like transcending hook, and like though I am reading the lyrics based off of the text here and the closed captions, but I just did really feel like the melody choice and like the movement of the song just like really worked. So I love that. But overall I thought this was probably, like I said, probably one of the more catchier songs. Also, like a lot of the layered melodies I thought was really beautiful in this song too. They did a great job with that. I should not be, I feel like I shouldn't expect anything less, because it, a lot of JYP artists I feel like are very solid on that front. So I love hearing that, and I love that it's still very much a part of their ethos, I'd argue. But yeah, I thought this was phenomenal. Like you said, I would probably go, I think like all of the songs have been really good so far, but I feel like this was the first time where I was like, damn, like I would go back and listen to this one like many, many more times after. And I feel like it does have this like timelessness to it that I feel like maybe the other songs, again, all have been great, but I felt like this one so far has been like the one where I'm like, I could listen to this one and be like, especially if the production was like modernized, I could imagine this song being like, I could imagine this song doing like super well now even. So I love that. So I think if it had modern production to it, it would be crazy, a crazy song. So all right, let's see. Couple more comments. No Santa says, anyone remember when they tried to push this in the US? Ooh, I did not know that. That's cool. Gunky says, this is actually my favorite song by them. And then Kaylee says, just when you thought you saw it all. And Gunky says, we know who. And Connie, hello. Thanks for coming through just in time for this iconic song. Let's go. Let's go. But very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, nobody crushing it. So very cool. We're going to keep it moving. I believe the next one we are watching is 2 different tiers per Andy. So let's check it out. And this looks to be the English version. So even better. Check it out.
Wonder Girls, we just received a message from a reliable source that an alien has entered this world. He's 5'4", big-headed. His body is shaped like a Pikachu.
Wait, I need to appreciate this. I need to stop. This is probably the only time that I'll stop an MP. I need to stop and appreciate this. This fucking man put on like a blonde wig, fucking gave himself yellow eyeliner, put on a little bit of like yellow lip gloss, I guess, or like lipstick. Man, I gotta admit it. I gotta admit it. He goes balls to the wall, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Like I know there's probably some people that do not fuck with JYP, but you gotta give him the credit though. He goes fucking ham, and I gotta respect that. I love that. Jazz says concealer for sure. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving.
He also loves dancing with sexy ladies, and also loves the Korean rice cake. Still don't know why he's here, so make sure you catch him live and bring him over to the lab. This message will self-destruct in 3 seconds.
Is that Bobby Lee? Oh my god.
Gave me two different tears. After all these years, tears of joy, tears of pain, like sunshine and rain. So I hate you, so I love you, so I hate you, so I love you.
That is him. That is definitely Bobby Lee. That is hilarious.
I'm trying to figure out how to move on with my life without you by my side. Waking up with teary eyes and can't do this no more. Gotta erase you now. So got all the pain you've given me. Try to look at all the danger you've done to me. No matter how hard I try, I just can't figure out why. I keep thinking about how sweet you used to be. Gave me two different tears. After all these years, tears of joy, tears of pain, no sunshine and rain. So I hate you, but the love you gave me was so good. So I love you, but the pain you gave me was so bad. I'm crying over you still. What does this mean? Do I still want you back in my life? After all these painful things you've done to me, why is it so hard to realize? So got all the pain you've given me. Try to look at all the danger you've done to me. But the harder that I fight, you come closer in my side. And I'm thinking how sweet it could be. I know. Two different tears. After all these years, it's like sunshine. So I hate you, but the love you gave me was so good. So I love you, but the pain you gave me was so bad.
Come here, boy. Why do I still feel this way when I know there's nothing left to say? Should've never loved you in the first place. Wanna erase you without a trace. Try to tell myself that I need to hate you for the pain that you put me through. But what's the reason why I still miss you no matter how hard I try? You gave me all these years, joy, tears of pain, sunshine and rain. So I hate you, so I love you, but the pain you gave me was so bad. Two different tears. After all these years, joy, tears of pain, sunshine and rain. So I hate you, but the love you gave me was so good. So I love you, but the pain you gave me was so bad.
Oh my god. All right. This was Wonder Girls, Two Different Tears. Holy shit. I love this. I love this. Let's see what we got here. A couple comments is Gunky says I am not really into Wonder Girls as much, but I appreciate their music and I do really like a few of their songs. We got the wild JYP appearance. Connie says he's insane. Kaylee also agrees. Gunky says he goes all out. Kyle says you know what? He's nothing if he's not entertaining. That's fair. Kaylee says definition of never let them know your next move. That's true. Connie says he's so funny. I always get some random JYP phrases on my For You page. That's true. I do get some stuff from JYP. It's hilarious. I love it. Jazz says take a shot every time he appears tonight. Oof. That's you be hurting. I do not recommend it, but if you do take up that challenge, Godspeed. Kyle says in the nicest way possible. The opening reminded me of movies my friends and I filmed when we were like 8. That's fair. That's fair. I could, I get it. I get it. No Santa says this is such a karaoke song. And Uni says I now I now regret not digging into Wonder Girl sooner. I've been missing out on this masterpiece all these years. Oh wow, there you go. Love to see it. First and foremost, why I was cracking up so much about the Bobby Lee like cameo slash like personality thing. I I don't watch it I don't watch his podcast as much anymore because I know he's a little bit controversial. But um, I remember there was one episode that I watched. I forget who he had on as a guest, and you could probably, if I can find it, I'll go find it on YouTube and put it in Discord. But I remember him talking about this day, and I was like, I was listening to K-pop at the time and still am now because it like showed up more, I would say, within the past couple years. But he was saying he was in a K-pop music video, and I've been like trying to track, like, he didn't say what music video it was, weirdly enough. I don't know if he just didn't want to draw attention to it or whatever, but like he said he was in a K-pop music video, and I don't know if he ever referenced Wonder Girls or not, but I've been trying to look this MV up for like the longest time because I'm like, I just want to see it. Like, you know what I mean? I want to watch it. And now I've finally seen it, so I feel vindicated. You know what I mean? I've finally found it. The online like treasure trove. But very cool, very cool. Anyway, besides the point, he did talk about his time on the set and stuff, and it was a little grueling. So I feel like, all things considered, he was very cool. But anyway, besides the point, the song is very fun. I did like it. I feel like it kind of reminds me of like, very like, and I mean this in a nice way as well, but it reminds me a lot of like old school, like even like Motown kind of vibes as well. Like it has that like Motown, like little bit of synthiness to it that I appreciate. I grew up listening to a lot of Motown because of my uncle. He was like a huge classic like Motown fan. So like there was a lot of like influences that I don't know if I could name the artist that they were referencing, but like I do feel like there was a lot of like Motown and like synth choices that I would associate with that genre, which is really cool. So I feel like, to me, the song has like that bit of nostalgia where I'm like, wow, like obviously it's in Korea, like this is in English, and I'm sure there's a Korean version of the song, but like it does give me that like little bit of nostalgia to it. So I love hearing that, and I think, to me, it like allows me to transcend a little bit, which I appreciate. So I really like that. But yeah, I think overall the delivery of it was really solid. I think like the MV is incredible. I think if you were to listen to this song, I feel like you cannot listen to this song without watching the MV. I feel like the MV just like, not, I don't feel like changed the song for me because I still really enjoyed it, but I feel like the visualization of like seeing how like goofy and how funny it was, they definitely took a lot of cues from like Austin Powers, maybe like a little bit of Charlie's Angels, like stuff like that, like classic TV in cinema. So I love that. So I'm a very appreciative of that aspect of it. But I would definitely say, for me, like the song itself, if I was to listen to it on its own, like a streaming platform, I still feel like I would like it. But I do feel like watching the MV, just like, I was just happier, you know what I mean? Just like watching it, enjoying it, like watching some of the goofier moments. So like, I love that. I think that was incredible. So yeah, overall, really enjoyed this song. Do I think it is better than my current favorite right now, which is Nobody? I probably say no, but I would probably put this pretty high up there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So very fun. Kala, Andy, and Jazz all said congrats or full circle moment. Yeah, that it did feel full circle. I was cracking up. I love that, but that was cool. And Andy says there was a Korean, English, and Chinese version for this one. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. What fluidity. Love to see it. So very nice, very nice. We are keeping it moving then. Let's go back to the PowerPoint then. All right. Expansion and international push. This was it from 2011 to 2012. This era reflects a period of experimentation and expansion beyond Korea. Released during this time are aimed at international audience with collaboration with Western artists. Ooh, okay. In early 2012, Wonder Girls starred in a Nickelodeon TV movie, The Wonder Girls, featuring songs such as "The DJ Is Mine" and "Like Money." Wow, I did not know that. That's crazy. That's wow. Okay. Following this period, Wonder Girls enters a hiatus from 2013 to 2015, where the members explore new directions, solos, acting, and personal priorities. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Also, I see Like Money and Akon. I'm assuming we're gonna have to be listening to one of those versions, which is crazy. No, Santa says I'm itching for reboot. Hopefully, it seems like they're coming up to a decade, so who knows? Who knows? Fingers crossed. Positive energy. All right, we are gonna keep it moving then. We are checking out, I would assume, Be My Baby now, which is a weird sentiment that I feel like I have just made to chat, even though I have not inferred it like that. What's your favorite song from Wonder Girls? Be My Baby. I feel like that's quite an interesting commentary. So, all right. Well, before I make this more awkward, let's check it out.
And the Wonder Girls are back.
Interesting.
Watching so 바라보면 난 waiting 네가 다가오기만 을 바래 설레게 날 데려가 제발 Dreaming 네 맘도 나 걷기를 praying 가슴 조이며 난 기도해 저 하늘에 이렇게 두 손을 모아서 이런 적이 없는데 내 가슴이 두근두근두근대고 몇 번 본 적 없는데 네 모습이 자꾸 꿈에 나와 차분하려 하는데 네가 또 내 앞에만 나타나면 사랑한다고 말해버릴 것만 같아 Please be my baby Please be my baby 너무 생각하면 미치겠어 네가 너무너무 갖고 싶어서 Ooh, make me your lady Make me your lady 나의 사랑을 너에게 줄게 절대 후회하지 않게 해줄게 No Crazy 내가 미쳤는지 왜 lately 하루 종일 난 뭘 하든지 너의 사진 머릿속에 박혔어 Perfect 모든 게 완벽해 terrific 끝과 속 모두 다 어쩜 너는 뭐 잘하는 게 하나도 없는 건지 차분하려 하는데 네가 또 내 앞에만 나타나면 사랑한다고 말해버릴 것만 같아 Please be my baby Please be my baby 너무 생각하면 미치겠어 네가 너무너무 갖고 싶어서 Ooh, make me your lady Make me your lady 나의 사랑을 너에게 줄게 절대 후회하지 않게 해줄게 No 자 더 이상 이제 멍서리지 마내 말을 의심하지 마내 말을 믿고 나를 따라와 난 네 인생의 마지막 여자가 되고 넌 내 마지막 남자가 될 거란 걸 알지만 넌 아직 몰라 왜 놀라 자 어서 빨리 나를 골라 말할 필요도 없어 그냥 내 말대로 잘할 생각만 하면 돼 그러니 네 앞에 난잘 보고 판단을 해봐 어떡할 나이도 딱 맞아 모두 다 맞아 Please be my baby Please be my baby 너만 생각하면 미치겠어 네가 너무너무 갖고 싶어서 Ooh, make me your lady Make me your lady 나의 사랑을 너에게 줄게 절대 후회하지 않게 해줄게 No
Wow. All right. I didn't know it was gonna end that quick. Very cool. Very cool. This was "Be My Baby" by Wonder Girls. Very nice. Um, let's see. A couple comments here. Andy says that we can go through the 4 MVs. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Gaki says, I just heard this song today while watching the survival show. Of course, I heard it before. Connie says, ooh, I remember this one. And Gaki says, I watched the entertainer show that helped bring us Dotry. Very nice, very nice. First of all, I gotta say the production level feels much stronger in this song. That's crazy. It was only in I was gonna say only in 2011. 2011 is quite a ways away now. Very interesting. Very interesting. I thought the production again on this song seems way stronger. Like it has like a lot more force behind it. Again, I don't know if that has anything to do with kind of like in Andy's PowerPoint. It seems like they're leaning more towards that international audience or like Western audience. So I think the production definitely, I think, at least in my opinion, feels more strong, which I like. I thought this was very solid. I will say the "Be My Baby" part, I did not think that it was. I feel like with a lot of their songs, like I didn't think that they like the level of catchiness that they use lyrically. I didn't think it was going to have that like sentimental hook or like the way that the song might hook you. And I feel like every time that I've opened my mouth and said that, I've been blatantly wrong about that. So I'm probably just not going to say it anymore because I know that I'll probably inadvertently be wrong about it, which is fine. But I thought this was very interesting. I think again, the strongest part of this song that I like that I think I noticed the most was just again the synth choice feels very strong in this, very like punchy, like very in your face, and I think it kind of almost acts as like almost another member in terms of like the song structure. Like it's very dynamic, it's very punchy. Like I also think like a lot of the like the actual beat of the song feels a lot more forceful in like a good way. Like it carries the song, and so I like that a lot. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this one pretty well. I will say at least in terms of the Wonder Girl songs that I've heard, I would say this isn't my favorite so far. I know we're about like we're getting there. We're about 7 songs in, but yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I think this one was definitely a little bit more interesting in terms of again the structure. So I'm curious to see, I guess, like how much they're gonna experiment and do different sorts of things in sort of a Western scope. You know what I mean? So very interesting. Very interesting. Gunky says, maybe I'm strange. I don't understand how they thought these songs would be huge hits in America back then. I think it's I feel like I definitely feel like now I feel like a lot of groups now have learned the lesson of like trying to like hit the American markets, and I feel like with each like I feel like there has to be groups that have tested the waters. Like I would definitely obviously consider Wonder Girls now in one of those in that category of like testing the waters. Obviously K-pop wasn't even remotely close to being on my radar in 2011. But I do feel like it is interesting to kind of look at it retrospectively and say like, oh wow, like Gunky said, I don't know how this would have done well back then, but it is interesting. I'd imagine they have to have like, I feel like to me it's kind of like fishing, like out in the sea. Like obviously I would assume none of y'all are actually like like sea fishers, but I feel like to me like in terms of like a musical scope, I feel like a lot of artists and a lot of like companies try to do this thing where they like cast a wide net and like they're gonna hope that there's gonna be some people that enjoy this, right? And they're gonna like ultimately make their way into K-pop, right? So I would imagine back in 2011, like they're like again trying to figure out what works. Do collaborations work? Like I said, the Akon collab, not what I would have expected. I don't think I've ever heard that song either. So it's like interesting. And I think from that perspective, and like I said, knowing the types of music that was well, I don't even know how well I could speak on in terms of like current music. Like at that time, maybe like Taylor Swift was like getting popular. Like I don't know. Like that's probably the only one I can genuinely think of like that like I can remember pretty distinctly. So, when I was like working retail. So I don't know. It would be an interesting retrospective, certainly. But all right, I got wildly off topic, but we're gonna keep it moving. The next one is The DJ Is Mine. So let's rock with it. Curious.
You are now listening to the Wonder Girl.
He is mine. I'm the only thing on his mind. He thinks about me all the time. He got my love everywhere.
Is that Nick Cannon?
Nobody treats him like I do. There's no party if I'm not in the boat. My song keeps his heart in tune. Like ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum. He loves me and I love him too. He plays me all the night through. He keeps me spinning and grinning. I'm winning him over from you. Singing la 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 la. Every day la 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 la. He sings with me la 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 la. He knows me, he holds me from intro to fade. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause the DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ is mine, my baby, the DJ is mine, my baby, he only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ is mine, girl, please don't you even try. My baby keeps me by his side, even though you keep giving him the eye. He don't even notice. Every day, la 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 la. He sings with me, la 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 la. He knows me, he holds me from intro to fade. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause the DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause the DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ. I'm what he's listening to. I'm blasting through his headphones. It's me he falling in love with. Yeah, I got his head gone. He can't even answer the phone. My music keeps turning him on, on and on and on and on and on. He say, she say, I say, I own the DJ. Stay at the top of his charts. I am the airplane, flyer than airplanes. I know you hear me. In case you didn't, let me reiterate. Let me reiterate. He is mine. I'm the only thing on his mind. He thinks about me all the time. He got my love everywhere. 'Cause the DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause the DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ is mine, my baby, the DJ is mine, my baby, he only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ is mine.
All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. This was Wonder Girls. The DJ Is Mine. If you're joining for the Wonder Girls deep dive, thank you. Appreciate you. Gungi says, "Oh, I forgot about this song." Fair enough. Fair enough. Andy says this one features Nick Cannon's group, the Schoolgirls. That's what I thought. I did see Nick Cannon. Okay. Okay. Cool. I was like, that's definitely Nick Cannon. Like 100%. That's crazy. Wow. I nailed it. I love it. Um. Yeah, because it was like right here, just about. Let me see. Yeah, because like Nick Cannon. Yeah, I was right. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm glad. I'm glad my my eagle eye vision was working tonight. Very nice, very nice. Let me see if I can go to another spot I really liked. This was very good. I was kind of surprised about this one, and Andy can let me know. Was there actually a vocal feature from the Schoolgirls? I feel like it was like halfway through the song, like you got like a flip, like the second verse. I think the After School Girls did, and then like one of the members from After School Girls did like the rap section along with Yubin. I'm pretty sure if I've got that correct. Let me know. But I thought this was solid. I think the collaboration between them was good. I feel like, to me, and this is no diss to After School Girls. If you like the After School Girls, hey, whatever. Big, no disrespect. I feel like, to me, like, you can definitely tell the vocal difference between like the Wonder Girls and the School Girls. Like, there's like, you can tell there's like a tonal difference, and like also like projection wise, like I feel like the Wonder Girls definitely have that in spades. Like, all of them are really strong vocalists. So like, I think comparatively, like, they were both really good, but I do feel like, to me, like the Wonder Girls, you can tell how much like their training and how much their vocals are like dialed in. So I loved hearing that, and I think it again made me appreciate them as artists a little bit more. And again, that's not to show any disrespect to Schoolgirls, but like, to me, it just felt like wow, like you can definitely tell that there is like a difference in their tones. Um, I think my favorite person of this song specifically was this person in the middle, in the blue. I want to go back to the playlist here, or PowerPoint here, see if I can pick out face versus name. Oh, it's Sunmi. Okay, shout outs. That's crazy. She looks totally different. That's wild. Her makeup looks totally different. That's wild. She sounded incredible. Like I said, I feel like I did not give her enough. I feel like I did not give her enough love. But she was incredible. Chef's kiss. She was very good. I loved her voice in this. Again, Yubin was great. I like that dueling rap section. I thought that was very cool. I was a little bit surprised about it, but I think it worked out really well. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot as well too. I think this one I enjoyed a little bit more than Be My Baby. I just felt like the chorus was, again, really catchy. I thought the vocals were really good in this song as well too. So, I enjoyed this one. Like I said, is it my favorite Wonder Girls song? Probably not, but I think the writing and like the way that it's held up, I think has been very good. So, definitely enjoyed this. So, all right, we're gonna keep it moving here though. The next one is Like This. So, very nice. No, and it says sounded dated, but in a refreshing way. IDK, if that makes sense. I could see it. I feel like I would agree with you that it definitely has a very dated sound, especially with like that dubstep section, like after before the rap section. I thought that was like, I was like, oh my god. And then like the added in like chiptune, like again, not to reflect off dubstep, but like it had that kind of like 8-bit or 16-bit like video game sound. Yeah, I was gonna say it definitely gave like Skrillex vibes, which again, I listened to a shit ton of Skrillex like probably around that time frame. So I feel like if I found the song, my pipeline into K-pop may have been sooner. But I can see what you're saying, No Santa. I definitely have fond memories of that time frame. Not to say that if somebody was to show me a dubstep song now, I wouldn't be like, oh, cringe. Um, but I do feel that there is a little bit of nostalgia for dubstep in my head always. But very nice, very nice. All right, well, let's get into Like This. Maybe we'll see where we're at on this one. So check it out.
Everybody, are you ready to party? Get up, get up,
Like this, yo, like this. We are all like this. Like this, yo, like this. 몸을 돌려줘, like this. Like this, yo, like this. 나처럼 내가 like this. Like this, yo, like this. 다 같이 stop. 자, 흔들어봐.
나나고 지치고 따분 난 지친 일상을 벗어나 뭔가 상큼하고 새롭고 신나는 일을 찾고 있다면 나를 어서 따라와 상쾌한 바람이 내게 들어와 너를 깨어나게 해줄게 여기 내 손을 잡아
Come on, baby, come on.
귀를 열어봐
Feel it, baby, feel it.
어서 느껴봐
Go on, baby, go on.
용기를 내봐 one two three time
Let's go. Come on, baby, come on.
귀를 열어봐
Feel it, baby, feel it.
어서 느껴봐
Come on, baby, go on.
용기를 내봐 one two three time
Let's go like this, yo, like this. We are all like this. Like this, yo, like this. 몸을 돌려줘, like this. Like this, yo, like this. 바다처럼 내가 like this. Like this, yo, like this. 다 같이 stop. 자, 흔들어봐.
마음속에 있는 그 무거운 짐을 잠시 내려놓고 정말 자유롭게 난 저 새처럼 나를 보고 싶다면 걱정하지만 나의 두려운 고민을 다 잊게 해줄 음악을 마시게 해줄게 어서 나를 믿어봐
Come on, baby, come on.
귀를 열어봐
Feel it, baby, feel it.
어서 느껴봐
Go on, baby, go on.
용기를 내봐 one two three time
Let's go. Come on, baby, come on.
귀를 열어봐
Feel it, baby, feel it.
어서 느껴봐
Baby, go on.
용기를 내봐 one two three time
Let's go. Like this, yo, like this.
like this
Like this. Like this, yo, like this.
like this
몸을 돌려줘, like this. Like this, yo, like this.
이렇게
바다처럼 내가 like this.
내려가
Like this.
now 다 같이 stop
자, 흔들어봐.
자 오른쪽으로 걸어봐 두 발 손을 머리 어깨 치고 치고 다시 또 왼쪽으로 가 두 발 발 짚고 일어나 오른쪽으로 걸어봐 두 발 손을 머리 어깨 치고 치고 다시 또 왼쪽으로 가 두 발 발 짚고 일어나
모두 다 함께 like this 좌우로 like this
다 같이 stop. 자, 흔들어봐.
All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. This was Wonder Girls Like This. Let's see what we got here. Gunky says now the song is way better. Very interesting. Okay. No Santa says I forgot this was a Wonder Girls song. LOL. Now Flash Moms can stay in the past. Let's go. Andy says very Disney Channel. I feel that. I think for me, I will say, at least for this one, the things that I noticed was very interesting. The instrumentation sounded like, I don't know if it has like, I don't know if it was maybe like just like off slightly, but it was weird. Like some of the vocal parts that like the Wonder Girls were singing in this song, I thought was very interesting because it almost offers like this weird sort of like vocal dissonance / like minor key to it. So I thought that was very unique in that aspect of like, wow, I like that's something that I wouldn't have, like, I picked up on very early on, and I was like, wow, was like unique in that aspect. There's a lot of cool like vocal pop off moments that I feel like I haven't heard from them as much. Like I feel like they have sprinkled in some like vocal pop off moments, but I felt like with this song, like this one, they definitely added a lot more into there. So I love that. I think that was great. I hope that in maybe future songs we get a little bit more, but I would have loved to hear a little bit more vocal pop off. I think that would have been incredible. I put in my text and I was like typing away. I typed away a little bit of some thoughts on it, and I was like, I don't want to forget these thoughts. So I was like, I should type it out. But I felt like this song reminded me of a combination, and I'm gonna age. I don't care if I'm aging myself in this aspect, but it reminded me a lot of like a weirder version of like Beyonce's Single Ladies mixed with like the interesting, like, again, like bass driven, like sub driven, like Harlem Shake, that song, the Harlem Shake song. Like, it reminded me of if you combine those two songs into one song, but like the whole thing played. And I'm like, I like was like, holy shit, like I like was having like an epiphany while listening to this song. And I was like, that's what it reminds me a lot of. And I like, no offense to the people who like the Harlem Shake or Single Ladies. Like, first of all, those songs should never be mixed together in the first place, but that's besides the point. But I felt like for me, I was like, it just felt very off-putting in that aspect, but I did like a lot of the vocals and stuff in the song that I was like, damn, this was really, really good. I don't know. I feel very mixed on this one. I would say arguably more than any other songs we've listened to tonight. I feel like this one, there's a lot of great moments in the song, but there's also some really like, I feel like there's a lot of moments in this song that I didn't personally appreciate, and I don't know if people actually like this song or not by any means. Like, I would be curious to know what other people who liked the Wonder Girls think about this song. But I would say for me, like, I would probably put this pretty low on the totem pole. Like I said, I think the vocals on this were really incredible, but like, I don't know, very interesting. Guggy says, I didn't like this. I didn't like the last song at all. That's fair. That's fair. Andy says, this is the one I like the least from all the songs on the playlist. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. No Santa says, I had to look when this, let me see. I didn't look when this was because there's a drone at the end. I did see the drone. That had to have been like $1 trillion back, $1 million back then. I was gonna say, for a drone, for sure, it must have been really expensive. Khaled says, interesting, yeah. And Andy says, I see it. Oh wow, okay, very nice. Guggy says, the only thing I like from all the Single Ladies was the SNL skit they did with Justin Timberlake. That was so funny and iconic. Hey, that's fair. That is a very iconic skit. Cookie says, you are right though, this song isn't that good. Oof. Like I said, if you like the song, I feel like if you've watched many of the episodes that I've done, I feel like I will never personally hate on a song. I have my personal grievances towards it, but I will never say this song sucks because somebody loves this song, and hey, that is what it is. You know what I mean? All the power to you if you like the song or you love it. This is your anthem, whatever. It's all good. So, I'll say it so. That's fair. Chat, I feel like chat's very descriptive, and I love that. So, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. I'm looking forward to this one. I do like Akon. So I not like a lot. Like, I don't feel like his music is bad, but I'm curious how this one's gonna shake. This is Like Money featuring Akon. So, oh boy, let's get into it. Oh man.
Translate to English. Transmission begin. The year. Unknown. Project WG deemed a success as human genetics are combined with robotic enhancements. Yubin, Yunny, Sohee, Lim, Sun. Bionic women given the title of Wonder Girls. They are perfectly designed. Perfectly designed for complete domination. The future is now.
Listen to me now, my heart is screaming out. I'm trying to show you how to touch me. I'm not just a girl, I'm more precious than pearls, and I deserve all you got, babe. So you're gonna hold me, baby, don't let go, babe. Give me all you got, I want everything. My heart is a treasure, one that can't be measured. Let me teach you how to love me. Love me like money, love me like cars. Love me, babe, wherever you are. Love me up close, love me from afar. Love me, babe, wherever you are. Love me like money, love me like cars. Love me, babe, wherever you are. Hold me like diamonds, treat me like a star. Love me, babe, wherever you are.
Stop listening to your friends, they just want your man. Misery loves a little company. Don't feed into them lies. Won't you by my side? Why is it so hard to trust me? Let go of your fears, girl. Promise I'll be here, girl. I won't let your heart skip a beat. I'll take care of you if you take care of me, girl. Won't ever leave you lonely. Love you like money, love you like cars. Love you, babe,
Interesting.
love you, babe, wherever you are. Love you up close, love you from afar. Love you, babe, wherever you are. Love you like money, love you like cars. Love you, babe, wherever you are. Hold you like diamonds, treat you like a star. Love you, babe, wherever you are.
Before I've been through some things, seen a little sunshine, seen a little rain.
Worked out set.
My heart's been through some pain, and I don't wanna go back through it again. So I'm letting you know up front, if you plan on being the one, listen to my instructions, cause I'ma teach you how to love. $100 bills,
Have
brand
fun.
new wheels. Fresh new haircut, boy, I need you to.
Cool.
New pair of kicks, ice on your wrist.
All right, very cool. This was Wonder Girls Like Money featuring Akon. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Kala says, "Who's he talking to?" They're just like he was just like that, like not even looking at the camera. It was great. We love it. Andy says this one is one of my faves from them. Oh, okay, nice. Kala says I like that one. Very cool, very cool. I thought this was very solid. There's a couple of things that stood out to me. First and foremost, the vocals on this was phenomenal. Especially that like final chorus, that was impressive. I love like the belting and stuff. I feel like, again, it was very similar to my comments I made about Like This. Like, there was definitely some moments where, again, the belting has kind of been at a little bit of a minimum, and it was cool to hear them just feel more expressive and were able to kind of show off a little bit more of their vocal skills. So I loved hearing that. I thought that was incredible. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the song. I think it's in the pre-chorus, or maybe it might be like the first part of the chorus, but like that melody is super familiar, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm like referencing is probably just, again, because of my age, and again, like the nostalgia of it. But it kind of reminds me a lot of DJ's Got Us Falling in Love Again by Usher. I don't know why, but like the melody sample is, I don't know if it's not a sample, obviously, but the melody choice is very similar, and I was like trying to figure it out. I was like, it's definitely gotta be that. I gotta pull it up. I feel like I'm gonna get copyrighted by Usher potentially, but I feel like I got to. I feel like I gotta pull it up now. I may not. Let's get back.
Yeah, man. Side to side. Thank God the
A little
week
bit.
is done. I feel like a zombie gone back to life. Back to life. Hands up.
No.
I remember those eyes.
This is part. A little bit. It's gotta be like dead ass. Like, it's gotta be that. Like, now that I've heard it back to back, it's gotta be for sure. Shout outs to Usher. That's a phenomenal song. That's still, like I said, still one of my favorite Usher songs. I know how it's a very popular song, obviously, but still good. Still a gem, in my opinion. But yeah, I thought this was very solid. I did enjoy this a lot. I think, ironically enough, no offense to Akon, but I honestly could have done without his feature, if I'm being 100% straight with y'all. I feel like I could have done without his feature. Not to say that it was bad, but I feel like we could. I feel like it could have been done without his vocal feature. Personally, he did have some cool moments. Like, I feel like at the beginning you got to hear a little bit of his voice with like the autotune. Obviously he has his own section in verse 2, and then kind of did like a little bit of vocal sprinkling in that like second chorus, which was cool. So I would say it's a really good feature in that aspect. I feel like they definitely gave him a good spotlight, and then obviously like the Wonder Girls came in and did their thing. But I think that's probably the only thing that I would say that isn't particularly a negative, or just, I would say maybe more of so a personal preference. But I definitely would have. I feel like I could have done without his feature, and that's, again, no disrespect to Akon, but I feel like it could have been a little bit suited differently, in my opinion. But Cal says yes, it was driving me insane. Oh, maybe. Cookie says I just see Brandon is coming out hard tonight. Hey, big facts. No Santa says the time they spent in the U.S. was fun, but it's too bad it was completely derailed their domestic popularity. That's fair. Cal says, oh my God, I hear it. And Gucky says, I was thinking the same as you, but about this song. Fair enough. No Santa says, I can't hear the Minecraft parody. Sorry. That's fair. Andy says, yes, I see it. And Gucky says that is Usher's best song to me. Fair enough. I mean, Usher's got a bunch of fantastic songs, but I feel like that's definitely got to be up there for sure. No Santa says also the U.S. just wasn't ready yet. Imagine if this was all after the Gangnam Style craze. That's true. That's true. As someone who got mistaken for Psy from Gangnam Style, I can say that. I can say that with the surety. So I wouldn't say now. It was not now. It was when I was much younger. But yeah, I did. It did happen. All right. Cal says, "Oh no, yeah." I'll have to elaborate on that at some point. Maybe in a future stream. But very nice, very nice. And he said, "Oh my god, yeah, it was real." If I can find an old photo of me, I'll put it in Discord, and you can be the judge of that. But all right, artistic reinvention and final release 2015 to 2017. After the departure of Sunmi and Sohee and the comeback of Sunmi, wow, that is a mouthful. The group reinvented itself as a band. Ooh, with members playing instruments. Okay, very interesting. That's why I was like confused, but now it makes sense. In this era, they take more mature sounding, much more mature sound with "I Feel You" and "Why So Lonely." In January 2016, January 26, 2017, their last song, "Draw Me," was announced with the girls with the disbandment of Wonder Girls. Wow, I cannot read tonight. It was released the day of their 10th anniversary as a farewell to fans, and was composed by the members. Wow, that so interesting. So interesting. No, it says reboot. Let's go. Sumin, thanks for hanging. Oh my god, I just made it in time for reboot. Yay, let's go. Thanks. Welcome in. Thanks for vibing. Appreciate you. All right, I believe we're probably going back to said YouTube playlist. So, all right, let's check out the next couple, I believe. So, let's give "I Feel You" a listen.
JYP and the Wonder Girls, we're back.
What is with him in bathrooms? What is this man in bathrooms? I need to know. This is the second bathroom.
좋아
instrumental slaps. So good. I love that. Very nice, very nice. This was the Wonder Girls. I Feel You. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what we got here. I know how I was like crashing out about the bathroom. My man loves his bathrooms. Why does he do this to these poor girls? Oh my god, these poor women. Kala says he has to go. Don't worry about it. Oh no, I don't want to read who's comment, but I feel like I got to. JYP in the back. Oh god, it's even worse when I read it out. No, say this and someone mute this man. Andy says I love this latter releases from them. Fair enough. No, say this is an iconic album too. Hope we can do it sometime. Hey, definitely. I feel like we should do an album stream soon, certainly. But I enjoyed this a lot. First and foremost, this instrumentation, chef's kiss. I love that cool synth run that they do, that da 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 da. I feel like that's such a cool like melody choice, and I love that they put that little bit of space in between. I thought that was cool. I feel like it accentuates that riff a little bit more. I loved like the 80s synth pop influence of the song. I think it's just really, really, really good. The vocals on this were incredible too. I really, really appreciate that. I think the vocals are extremely strong in this song. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of like the best combination of like the vocals and like arrangement of this song. Both I think from an instrumental standpoint, but also vocally, I think they were all really dynamic, and I like the energy return on this one. I think it was really, really strong. So I would probably put this high up there in terms of my favorites as well. It's gonna be tough. I feel like I feel like it's maybe like just outside of beating my current favorite, which is Nobody, but it's really damn close. So excited to check out the other two. So Andy says we can do the next two songs. Perfect. All right. The next one we've got is Why So Lonely. So let's keep it moving. Okay. Very island feel.
너와 보내는 주말 밤이 아주 달콤할 거라 믿었는데 별거 없어 넌 다를 게 없어 어이없어 영화에 나오는 예쁜 연인들처럼 나나나나 그런 사랑을 원하는데 Baby why I'm so lonely 나는 타는데 넌 원해 내 맘만 다쳐 괜찮을 거라고 mind control 해도 예상 밖에 있는 내 남자 out of control 잔소리만 넘쳐 어이없어 알면 알수록 모르겠어 맘이 왜 자꾸 외로워지는지 텅빈 방 안에 혼자 갇혀버린 것 같아 Baby why I'm so lonely 나는 타는데 넌 원해 Baby no 내 맘이 언제 널 떠나버릴지 몰라 네 맘은 도대체 내가 얼마나 널 사랑하는데 이렇게 답답한 기분은 타는 듯 얼굴 구겨 뭐든 대충대충 당연하던 듯 너는 우겨다면 더 잘해줄게 응 다음이 어딨어 내 이번 기회 떠나기전 너 아직도 너 정신 못 차리면 되기 직전
I'm so lonely 나는 타는 대로 원해 내 맘이 언제 널 떠나버릴지 몰라 네 맘은 도대체 내가 얼마나 널 사랑하는데 이렇게 답답한 기분은 뭔데 네 맘은 도대체 내가 얼마나 널 사랑하는데 이렇게 답답한 기분은 뭔데 뭐야
All right, this was Wonder Girls Why So Lonely. If you're hanging out for the deep dive, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging. Let's see what we got here. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think I often make the joke that that I feel like K-pop groups have to do at least one like island adjacent song, and I feel like this is very much in that ballpark, which is fine. But I liked it. I thought this was very cool. I also noticed something. If I've got it correct, based off like the lineup here, I'm just gonna use this screenshot here. If I got it correct, I think Sunmi is on the far right here. If I got it correct, I thought it was very interesting that, and again, I think it. Spoiler alert: I have checked out some Sunmi songs, but like I noticed in her most like current couple releases, she's been playing bass. So if that tracks with this, then that makes sense why she's playing bass in this video, and also why she knows how to play bass, which I did not know. So that was if that is true or not true, y'all can let me know. But yeah, I thought this was very cool. I liked it. It definitely gave me like a little bit of nostalgia. I feel like it definitely again has that island vibe to it, but also kind of gives me like maybe a little bit of like light ska. So I thought that was really cool. Definitely again reminds me of like my old school classics in terms of like Vans Warped Tour, like obviously not to their degree, but like, you know, like a Real Big Fish. I probably wouldn't say it's as crazy as like a Street Light Manifesto, but like, you know, again, definitely pulling from the ska influence as well as that kind of like island feel. But I really liked it. The guitar work was really fun. The keys are also, I feel like, the unsung hero in the song. I really enjoyed that a lot, and the bass riffing from Sunmi was also really incredible too. So, I like that. Drumming, I feel like, was very basic, which is not bad. I feel like you definitely have to have like something that anchors that song, and I feel like the drumming definitely feels like one of those things that just holds the rest of the song together, which is really nice. But yeah, I thought this one was not too bad. Like I said, I feel like it's very standard. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when any group kind of does this genre, I feel like they really standardize it, and I don't think there is really anything that like I personally like don't like, unless maybe like unless there's like some vocal things that maybe I just didn't appreciate, which it couldn't be farther from the truth. I did like the vocals in this. I thought they were incredible as well. But yeah, I don't feel like this was like anything crazy to write home about, but I also didn't think it was like mind bending either. So very nice. Andy said yes. She learned to play the bass for the reinvention of the group. Very cool. I like that has that has transcended out of the group and migrated somewhat into like her more current solo stuff. I thought that was pretty impressive because like I was like damn, I didn't know she knew how to play bass. So I thought that was cool. So that was awesome. That was a cool like thing that I did not know about her. So very nice, very nice. I think we are doing one of the final ones on this section, which is Draw Me. So let's check it out.
계절이 여기 다시 새하얀 canvas 위에 서로의 모든 걸 가득 채우던 그때의 우릴 꺼내와 내게 그토록 서로를 원했던 따스했던 봄을 그려줘 어리고 순수했던 날 가끔이라도 좋아 나를 감싸주던 손으로 그려줘 그리고 아주 조금은 나를 그리워해줘 난 매일 그려 수밖에 널 수많은 그림 속에 담긴 너와의 스토리 그 순간들 잊지 않고 기억해 우리 둘이서 물들인 색채는 칠해져만가 흐려지지 않을 거야 절대 light and shade Cause I've been this all day 아직도 선해 날 위해 부르던 노래 목소리 나득해 추억은 가득해 아름답게 작품에 그려줘 in your eye 그때의 우릴 꺼내와 내게 그토록 서로를 원했던 되돌릴 수 있다면 그려줘 어리고 순수했던 날 가끔이라도 좋아 나를 감싸주던 손으로 그려줘 그리고 아주 조금은 나를 그리워해줘 난 매일 그려 수밖에 널 매일 난 아직도 그려 널 매일 난 아직도
Gorgeous. Wow.
그려줘 어리고 순수했던 날 가끔이라도 좋아 나를 감싸주던 손으로 그려줘 그리고 아주 조금은 나를 그리워해줘 난 매일 그려 수밖에 널
All right. This was Wonder Girls Draw Me. It looks like Andy says this is their goodbye song. Oh, I think they ended it on a banger, honestly. This one was phenomenal. Love the instrumentation. I think this one feels like even more of a step up from some of the previous songs we've heard, like especially in terms of the band format. I just thought it was really, really beautifully arranged. It kind of reminded me of like one of my other favorite K bands, which I still love, and I probably will go back on a kick for them now. But I love this band called Wave to Earth, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of that. Obviously, I feel like they're a little bit more grandiose, a little bit, I would say, with their approach, but definitely like similar sort of patterns. I would say like on in terms of like a chordal change. Especially on the guitar side, like definitely a lot of like usage of like 7 chords, which is really common in like jazz music. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think again the vocals in this were incredible. I think like they were very soft, they're very serene, but like there was definitely some moments where I think they added like a little bit of like riffing or like ad libbings, and I feel like to me it definitely it definitely felt like one of their stronger songs just on a vocal scale, and I think just to have the accompaniment of such a great like instrumental backing in the song, I think just only made the song a little bit more appealing to me. But I thought this was phenomenal. Like I said, I probably will go and listen to the song many more times after this now, just because I just loved it so much, and I was really enjoying it a ton. So yeah, this was one of my favorites from tonight, 100%. I'd probably put this up there with Nobody and probably I don't know. I would say it's definitely up there with those two being my favorites from their discography so far. So very nice. Let's see. Callus is pretty. Cal also said fave one of the night. Let's go. Unhi says absolutely lovely. Gucky says that was a great song, and Jazz also agreed that it was their favorite of the night as well too. Very cool. All right, we've got some similarities. Love to see it. So, all right, we are going back to the proverbial PowerPoint here. Beyond Wonder Girls. So, An So-hee, after Wonder Girls, she transitioned primarily into acting, appearing in in various films and dramas such as Train to Busan. I did not know that. A Single Rider and Missing the Other Side. Very nice. I did not that. I feel like her name sounded familiar, but I didn't actually see Train to Busan, but I know that is like a phenomenal movie. So I will have now that I know she's in that movie, I'll have to go watch it. So very nice. Let's see what else. We've got Woo Hyerim. Near the end of Wonder Girls, she released a small amount of music. After the disbandment of the group, she had limited TV shows and MV appearance until 2020, when she stepped away from the entertainment industry to focus on her family. Wow. Andy says we could do the next 2 member slides, then go back to the playlist. Okay, thank you. And No Santa says, was she the girl with the baseball team? Interesting. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm sure I'll get some sort of information on that. Okay. Very nice. This looks to be Bernard Park and Hyerim of Wonder Girls, and the song is With You. All right. Very nice. Oh, and Train to Busan. Okay. I was like, damn. I was like, what the hell? She has a baseball team. Good for her. All right. Let's keep it moving.
네가 보인다 좀 멀리 있지만 난 알아볼 수가 있지 아주 작게 보이지만 네가 웃고 있단 걸 알아 가까워진다 내게 손짓하는 너무 사랑스런 네가 점점 떨려왔어 난 어색한 웃음만 나와 네가 날 바라봐주고 자연스레 같이 손을 맞잡고 어디로 가는지도 말하지 않아도 날 따라 같이 걷고
널 할수록 보이는 내 모습이 새로워 넌 나의 one and only 행운의 네 clover 고마워 곁에 있는 네가 참 좋아 보면 볼수록 우린 참 완벽한 조화 이 설레임이 영원하게 나를 꿈을 꾸네 시간이 얼마나 흘렀는지 안 궁금해 따뜻하게 안아준 뒤 달콤한 입맞춤 You got me baby I got you
네가 날 바라봐주고 자연스레 같이 손을 맞잡고 어디로 가는지도 말하지 않아도 네가 보인다.
Oh, very nice. All right, this was Bernard Park and Hyerim of Wonder Girls with the song "With You." Very nice, very nice. This is so sweet. I enjoyed the song a lot. I also have never heard of Bernard Park, but his voice was incredible. I liked his tone. I don't know if he was a part of a group or not, but would definitely check out his stuff. I feel like he had a phenomenal tone. I enjoyed this a lot. I feel like I don't know. This is tough to. I feel like it's tough whenever like it seems like Hyerim is not the focal point of this song, which is fine. You know, no disrespect to her. But I feel like to me, like obviously, I would say like 75% of the song is Bernard, and obviously the other like 25% is Hyerim, which is great. I think her like rap tone was really good in this song. I like that she also incorporated like a little bit of her vocal tone in the song, like a little bit later on in that like final chorus. I thought that was really nice, or like final section of the song. But I think to me, this would definitely felt like more like it definitely. I was definitely like kind of just soaking in like Bernard's voice, and I really like his tone, and like I loved like the acoustic guitar in this, like the riff that they chose in this. I thought was really 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 sick. It definitely reminds me of a lot of like John Mayer, which is I love John Mayer. I feel he's like one of my favorite like guitarists, I guess, to kind of like pop artist. But I've always really loved his discography, and that was like the first thought that I thought of was like, wow, this definitely reminds me a little bit of like older John Mayer, which I'm fine with, like Room Full of Squares like album. So I definitely resonated with that. Maybe it might again have a little bit of nostalgia to deal with, but like definitely reminded me a lot of that. And like I said, that's where I would say I picked up a lot of my guitar chops from that album. So yeah, I think this is incredible. This was a really well written song. Like I said, I think the only thing I would have liked more is to hear kind of like a combination between like Bernard and Hyerim. I feel like them kind of maybe like harmonizing, I think would have been cool, or like if they had a little bit more of a back and forth, I think that would have been cool. That would probably be my only changes that I would make to this song. Otherwise, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very solid, but I kind of wish there was maybe a little bit more collaboration on that end of things. But very nice, very nice. All right, I imagine we are going back to the playlist here, or PowerPoint, excuse me. Let's keep on moving. All right, we have Min Sung-yi. After leaving the group in 2015, she stepped away from the industry to focus on her family. Returning to music in 2020, with a small number of digital singles. She later appeared on Mama the Idol as a part of the project Mama Doll. And in 2022, she released her solo album, Genuine. Ooh, okay. Very nice, very nice. All right, I guess we are going back to said music. So looks like we've got Just a Dancer from Sunmi. So let's check it out.
Tell me now 여기서 막힐 듯한 텐션 한속 뒤지 화려한 stranger Where am I 복잡한 미로 속 엉키는 시선들 선명해져 Think about who I am 거짓말 sound 켜주던 light 낯선 공기
I like that. All right. This was Sunny's Just a Dancer. Very nice, very nice. I enjoy this. I feel like Sunny, I feel like I have mentioned her before in some of my commentary about some of the other Wonder Girls songs, but I felt like this was definitely really, really, really well arranged. Andy says, by the way, Mama Doll, the group she was in after YG, excuse me, I don't want to say YG. I'm so used to saying YG, but it's Wonder Girls. Was a temporary 6-member South Korean project girl group composed of former K-pop idols from first and second gen who stepped away from the industry for some time and became mothers. We have checked out Mama Doll. That's where I know she looked familiar. Now I know. I'm putting the pieces together. God, it only took me this long. We did check out. I think we have checked out a couple Mama Doll songs, so now it makes sense why she looked really familiar. I like this song. I thought this was really good. The beat on this, I think, was really cool. I like the arrangement a lot. I feel like I've enjoyed actually a majority of the arrangements, either solo, as well as Wonder Girl material. I feel like they have and have had great like composers and arrangers, so I love that. But I felt like this one was very interesting. I liked a lot of the different like vocal tones that Sunny did in the song. There was like a lot of cool like falsetto tones and like higher register stuff that, again, I knew she was good at, but like it was cool to hear like the different textures and vocal tones that she has. I also appreciated a lot of the chromatic ascending runs. Typically you would hear like a chromatic like descending melody most often. So it was very interesting to hear that. I feel like she nailed that, certainly. I also thought the chorus of the song was really catchy. I like that in the final chorus they changed the like beat up, they changed up like the instrumentation to kind of separate those songs a little bit more. So I love that. I thought it was really interesting. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I think this was really well put together. I think the choreography, as well as like the MV itself, was shot like really beautifully. I loved a lot of the different cuts between her different setups. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, overall I thought this was a very solid song, and obviously it's cool to see her in Mama Doll as well too. Like I said, that was probably the more current one that I had checked out, so I had no idea. That was cool. That's interesting to remember. I don't know if it was mentioned when we initially covered Mama Doll, but very cool, very cool. So kudos, glad she's back. I don't know if she's back permanently, but cool that she comes back and does some stuff here and now again. So very nice. All right, I believe we're going back to the PowerPoint again. All right, let's keep it moving. We've got Yubin. I'm very excited. I do love Yubin, so I'm curious to hear her solo music. During her time in Wonder Girls, she was involved as a producer for some of the group's music. Oh wow, okay. As well as Hatfelt, Yeon's solo release. Very nice. She appeared on Unpretty Rap Star 2 in 2015. Okay, very nice, very cool. And after the group's disbandment, she made her solo debut with the single Lady in 2018, and in 2020 founded her own agency to manage her independent music career. Oh wow, okay, kudos to her. That's awesome. I was gonna ask Andy this: is she only managing herself, or is she also managing other artists? I feel like that would be interesting. I don't know if you know the answer on that or not, but very interesting. So, all right, wow, we've got a lot for you. We've got a good bit from Yunbin. Wow, okay. Wow. All right. Andy says only herself from what I've seen. Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're going to start off with the first Yunbin song, which I have no idea what it is, but we're going to check it out. So, let's give it a listen. Very city pop. Love it.
시간을 냈잖아 분주한 이 도시는 그대 기다려주지 않는 법 아직 모르겠나요 baby baby 오 그대가 날 지나쳐간 동안 신경 쓰지 않아 거의 out of fun 그래 나를 못 만나 안달난 남자 아주 많아 그러니까 서둘러줘요 난 바쁜 숙녀라고요 잠깐 시간만 흘러가고 있잖아 이게 뭔데요 이럴 거면 가요 자꾸 또 제대가 저 뒤로 물러날걸 두고 후회하게 될 수도 있어 차가운 내 표정이 너무 시간만 가고 있는데 정말 답답하네요 baby baby 오 그대가 날 지나쳐간 동안 신경 쓰지 않아 거의 out of fun 그래 나를 못 만나 안달난 남자 아주 많아 그러니까 서둘러줘요 난 바쁜 숙녀라고요 사실은 나 그대를 기다려주고 있는 거 아무렇게나 이렇진 않는데 그대가 날 지나쳐간 동안 신경 쓰지 않아 너 거의 out of fun 그래 나를 못 만나 안달난 남자 아주 많아 그러니까 서둘러줘요 난 바쁜 숙녀라고요
All right, very cool. This was Yubin. I think it's Lady, if I've got that correct. Very nice, very nice. All right. This one was fire. I like this a lot. First and foremost, the city pop influence, not only I think in the song, but also the MV, I feel like was very prevalent in this track, which is cool. I love seeing that. City pop is incredible. But I felt like this one was really, really good. And I think not only because I already had a strong affinity for liking like the city pop genre, but I also really enjoy Yubin's tone. I feel like she's got a very like warm and like she's got a very like warm and inviting tone, and I feel like that plays really well in a song like this where like again like the kind of catchiness of the chorus I think really draws you in, and like I think there's a certain like charisma that she has that I feel like is evoked very well in a song like this. So I liked hearing that. That was great. I also like that she's got like this I don't know, like it's gonna be hard to explain, but I feel like she has this sort of like almost like classic tone. Like she has like a lot of like the like when you're like speaking in like a vowel, like she has like a very like ooh, like an ah kind of like vocal tone, and I think that it kind of shines a lot more in this song than I feel like maybe in like Wonder Girls music, which is not a bad thing. I think like solo music should be used as a platform to kind of expand and show off different sides of your artistry, and so I feel like she definitely had done a very good job of that. But I really enjoyed this one a lot. I think in terms of the solo material, I would say this one's got to be pretty up there in terms of my favorites. Just thought it was again extremely catchy and just really fun. So enjoy this one. Jazz says, all right, y'all, I got to be up early tomorrow, so I have to call it a night, but have fun. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate you for joining. Hopefully you get a good night's rest. So very nice. All right, we trug on. We are going to check out Thank You So Much next. So Let's check it out. Vegeta looking real different.
Thank you so much.
Got the segue.
You give me too much information. 끝까지 거짓말은 할 줄 몰라. 보면 나도 참 어지간해. So much가 too much가 되는가. 과분함이 과되는가. You know that 뚜루뚜뚜 딱한 그 차이 알려줘서 참 고맙네. 아 고맙다고 thank you so much. 고맙네 참 고마워 고마웠잖아 thank you so much. 알았어 흔들린 거 알았다고 you talk too much. 얼마나 더 하려고 끝을 보라고. That's enough. 됐어 거기까지만. I don't need to know the truth. Yeah. 달콤했겠지 그걸 잘 본 내가 너무 써. I don't wanna know that. 뻔뻔한 얼굴로 미안하다고 please show. 잘못한 건 너는 내게 왜 상처받아야 해. 좋았던 추억마저도 기대감 꽤 변해가네. 그래 너도 okay 혼자 거기해. 아름다운 끝을 바래 no way. 점점 커져가는 불신의 불씨. I'm sick of all the bullshit. Hey too much talk thank you so much. 고맙네 참 고마워 고마웠잖아 thank you so much. 알았어 흔들린 거 알았다고 you talk too much. 얼마나 더 하려고 끝을 보라고. That's enough. 됐어 거기까지 that's enough.
All right, this was Yubin's Thank You So Much. I don't remember this episode of Dragon Ball Z, but Vegeta becoming a K-pop idol, I feel like good episode. Definitely could rock with that. Let's see. Uni says, "Ooh, I know this one." Hey, let's go. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. I enjoyed this one a lot. I thought this was very fun. I feel like Lady was incredible. Obviously very like city pop influence. This one, I have to say, the earworminess of this song is outrageous. I like the chorus, like at the first chorus, I was like, we got to it and I was like, yeah, this is catchy. I like this. I like this. We get to the second chorus. I'm like, yeah. Also really like this. I like it more now. Then once we got into the like final chorus, it was just like I feel like intentionally, like I don't know if I did it on camera or not, but like I kind of spaced out and was like I almost feel like I was starting to like mime along like mentally, whether it was me like moving my lips or like mentally thinking of it. But like I felt like by the third chorus, I was just like, do I just know this? Like, did it download? Like, did like the chorus download into my brain already? Like, that's incredible. But I think that the chorus in the song is got such a great hook to it. I again, very, very similarly to like the Wonder Girl stuff. Like, I didn't think that like "Thank You So Much" would be like such a good hook, but to me, I was like, damn, that was really cool. I also like that we got rapper Yubin back a little bit in the bridge. I thought that was really great. I like that it breaks the song up as well too, like knowing now how good her vocal tone is. Like it's cool to hear like the combination of both, and obviously we've talked about it before, but like how talented like rappers usually are within K-pop groups. I feel like that is not dissimilar for Yubin, in my opinion. So I loved hearing that. I thought that was incredible. But yeah, this one is a hit. Like super catchy, super infectious. I honestly feel like you could show I feel like that you could show this song to someone that like maybe doesn't have like any sort of barometer on K-pop, and you could show them this song, and I genuinely feel like they would find this song to be really catchy, in my opinion. I feel, like especially if they have not heard K-pop or listened to it, like I think this is a good entry into like K-pop. I would argue obviously it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of K-pop, but I do feel like it does, I do feel like it does take a lot of cues from that, which is cool. I love seeing that. So yeah, this was phenomenal. I probably put this again up there with Lady as being one of my favorites from tonight as well. So another really catchy one. So very cool. All right. We are keeping it moving. It looks like this one is Traveler number 501 Wave. And again, this looks like another Yubin song. So let's keep it moving. Okay.
잡아타 I on my ride we 차 일상 속 같이 다니타 하룻밤 꿈이 멋져 will be fine Oh baby yeah play that Drake song Oh baby yeah 볼륨 크게 키우고 모든 것이 완벽하기만 할 거야 이 조명 온도 습도 Don't worry 걱정 너도 No hurry 급할 거 없어 충동적으로 No play no wait but we okay 미래가 없단 듯이 놀면 돼 Are you ready for this? Are you ready for that? 이대로 나와 떠난다면 현실로 돌아오고 싶지 않은 텐데 Far away Let's fly away
I didn't realize her low tone was so fast. That's crazy.
Forever and ever I don't care 아무 말하지 말고 내 손을 잡고 난 모든 걸 다 가졌어 because I'm mad 이 시간은 all my time 행선지도 없이 어떤 나 끝을 나의 너와 나 이 구름 위에 넌 올라타 떠나볼래 나와 내내 어디서 너와 매일매일 yeah I wanna get into your wave 빠져들 거야 but wait yeah
All right, very cool. This was Yubin's Wave. Singer, hello, thank you for hanging. Andy says, I love this song. I do as well. I think this, I don't want to say this for every Yubin song because I've genuinely enjoyed all of the songs we've listened to her do so far. But I think I like this one. That's tough. I did really love Lady. And Thank You So Much was also really good. That's tough. I feel like Yubin is probably going to be the hardest deciding factor tonight in terms of favorites tonight. But I enjoyed this one a lot. I would probably put this again in my favorites. I think by the end of it, I'll have some sort of deliberation on which one is my true favorite. But I feel like the reason why I enjoyed this song a lot was, first of all, I think this was like the best combination of singing and as well as rapping. Like, again, rapper Yubin was incredible in Wonder Girls, but I felt like this has like a good combination of both, which I appreciate. So I loved hearing that. There's also cool like lower vocal tones that I feel like I didn't really like hear or listen to when we covered some of the Wonder Girls songs, title songs. So like it was cool to hear that aspect of it. I feel like probably the best compliment I can give to her, and I also love this group as well, but like Mamamoo, Moonbyul, I do really love her. Like, obviously I love her in Mamamoo, but I also feel like in her solo stuff, like I'd listen to it a ton, and I feel like to me she also has that cool kind of like, again, good vocals and like awesome rapping, and I feel like Yubin and her, at least in my head space, like are kind of in that same sort of ballpark where I'm like, wow, they're incredible singers and they're also incredible rappers. And like I think the production for both of them are also really, really well put together. So I think that, in my opinion, I feel like they always put out the best results, and again, I think that translates super well to like Yubin solo material, where I'm like, she writes music that I feel like really benefits her, not only I think in the vocal aspect, because she was doing some like really gorgeous like higher tone like vocal tones at the top end, especially in that like either like pre-chorus or like first part of the chorus. I think that's incredible. So it was really great to hear kind of like her variation throughout the entirety of the song. I think it gives you like a good hodgepodge of what she does well, which is always good to see. So yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. This one, again, probably pretty high up there in terms of favorites from tonight. So all right, we are keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Perfume. So let's check that out. Interesting arpeggiated riff.
Don't ask me anything 아무 의미 없지 너를 선택한 건 그냥 끌리는 향인게 Oh, I can guarantee my heart I'm a real bad bee So 위험한 향풍기지 Toxic, bossy, nasty 알고 싶겠지 선택은 내 몫 오늘은 너로 됐어 now 취해 Oh, that's all my baby boo 공허한 이 도시의 공기 태우기 힘들어 어지러워 Perfume 난
All right, very cool. This was Yubin's Perfume. If you're hanging out for the Run the Girls deep dive, thank you for hanging. Thanks for watching. I thought this one was very interesting. I will say, at least sonically, like I enjoyed it. I would probably say there have been some other Yubin songs that I've listened to tonight that I enjoyed a little bit more, but I think overall I thought it was really cool. I like that arpeggiated synth that they were using. I thought that was really cool, and I also like that that melody kind of extenuates to the rest of the song. I thought that was really cool. It feels like it kind of like peaks out in different sections of the song, which I thought was really good. Chorus again was really catchy. I enjoyed that a lot. Choreography was really cool. A lot of those like hand movements and stuff I feel like were really, really, really interesting, and I liked it. Very intricate as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I didn't have the same level of catchiness that I feel like some of the other songs have presented us with tonight. But overall, I didn't think that they were bad. I was just kind of hoping they'd be a little bit catchier, but beyond that, not a bad song. I thought it was very enjoyable. So, very nice, very nice. All right. We're gonna keep it moving. I think we are probably going back to the PowerPoint. If I had to guess, we are. Okay, very nice. This is Hatfield. Hopefully, I've pronounced that correct. This is Park Yi-eun. The pseudonym Hotfelt is, or Heartfelt maybe, Hotfelt. It kind of yeah, hot and heartfelt. Okay. She composed the same songs, some songs for Wonder Girls during her time in the group, as well as being actively involved in the writing and composition of her own music. She solo debuted in 2014 with her song Ain't Nobody. Her music is focused more on introspective and indie alternative sound, blending R&B, electronic, and indie elements. Very nice. Andy says, by the way, Hyuna doesn't have a slide on her own, as she is more tied to 4 Minute and was only on Wonder Girls for a couple months. Also, her discography deserves a deep dive on its own after a 4 Minute one. That's fair. I feel like we have said we would like to do 4 Minute, which we should do at some point very soon. So all right, and it looked like the last couple were from Heartfelt or Hatfelt. So very nice. Let's get off with the first one, which is Ain't Nobody. So let's check it out.
알아 세상엔 참 예쁜 여자들이 많아 And how much I try 아무리 노력해도 안 되는 게 있지 알아 넌 그저 호기심이 많아 Like butterfly 화려한 색감에 이끌리고 말아 But you gotta know 누구도 나처럼 널 사랑하진 못해 그 누구도 나만큼 널 이해하진 못해 Ain't nobody, nobody, nobody gonna love you like I do I do, I do Ain't nobody I know why 아무도 내게 사랑을 알려주지 않았지 And how to love a girl
reverse
넌 모든
reverb on the
건
drums.
게임이라 여겼어 젊음이란 무기와 경험이란 변명 속 새로운 설렘을 찾아 어둠 속을 헤매다 그리고 넌 잠시 날 지웠겠지 짜릿한 전율이 널 감쌌겠지 But you gotta know 누구도 나처럼 널 사랑하지 못해 누구도 나만큼 널 이해하지 못해 Ain't nobody, nobody, nobody gonna love you like I do I do, I do Tell me who's the winner now 울고 있는 너 울고 있는 나 남겨진 건 고통뿐인데 Tell me what we gonna do 모든 게 무너져 버린 지금도 널 사랑하는데 But you gotta know 누구도 나처럼 널 사랑하지 못해 누구도 나만큼 널 이해하지 못해 Ain't nobody, nobody, nobody gonna love you like I do I do love you like I do Ain't nobody
All right. All right. This was Heartfelt and their song Ain't Nobody. Very nice. No, Santa says, I've seen this name all the time, but never made the Wonder Girls connection. There you go. Well, now you know. This was very interesting. I think to me, it feels very much of that time, like of the time frame. It looks like this came out, 11 years ago, 20 middle of the summer in 2014. I thought this is very solid. Like I think the arrangement and the structure of the song was very unique. Um I thought her vocals were really incredible in this. Like I know that she was I feel like I should have given her a lot more love in the Wonder Girls part of the deep dive when we covered their material. But I thought to me, like, especially in this song, like you could tell like how strong and like how like powerful her voice is. And I really love that a lot in this song because like I could just feel like I could feel her really singing about the song and like just like a really in-depth, like heartfelt emotion in this song. So I really love that. I think her voice really kind of shines through in this song. I will say I think the chorus for me is a little bit of a miss, and I think that maybe also just be, again, I know we've mentioned dubstep a good bit in this stream, but also like I said earlier about like one of the songs kind of like like giving me that like Harlem Shake influence. I felt like this one even more than the one song that I referenced. I'm pretty sure it was let me see. I gotta scroll through their song list again. It was Not So Hot. Like This. I feel like to me, like this one even more so evoked that sort of like Harlem Shake, like very like 808 driven, like interesting chorus. Like I said, I don't think it was bad. Like I feel like the first initial chorus was a little rough because like you're getting into that shock of like what it is. But I think actually by the end of it, it was like I feel like the aggressiveness of that chorus kind of mellows out almost in a weird way. And like, I feel like you could definitely appreciate it a little bit more. I will say it does. I feel like it hasn't aged as well as it could have, but I think overall, not a bad song. Definitely enjoyed it. I feel like there is definitely some moments of the song that I enjoyed more than others, but I think overall, not a bad song by any means. So, all right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one is I Wander. So, and it looks like it has a feature on it. So, let's check it out.
Bilder aus der vergangenen Nacht, als erneut Häuser in Flammen und die Innenstadt vor den Flammen zu retten. Ganze Vorortsiedlungen aber sind, so heißt es, verloren.
Evakuiert.
새 신발을 샀어요. 어울리긴 해도 아직 어색해요. 길이 들어야겠죠. 걷기도 전에 뒤꿈치가 걱정돼요. 어디로 갈지 어디로 데려갈지 두려운 반 설레임 반 이 오르막다면 내리막이라도 yeah. 난 궁금한 것뿐이야. 걷다가 멈추다가 뛰다가 서 있다 보면 언젠가 편해질 거야. 익숙해질 거야. 걷다가 멈추다가 뛰다가 서 있다 보면 언젠가 편해질 거야. yeah. 오랜만에 새로 산 내 신발 어딘가로 떠나왔어요. 같이 걷던 친구들은 지금 누구와 어디에 천천히 걸어야겠죠. 없던 길도 길이 되게 끈을 조여먹네. 어디로 갈지 어디로 데려갈지 I wonder, I wonder. 이 내리막다면 오르막이라서 yeah. 숨을 고른 것뿐이야. 걷다가 멈추다가 뛰다가 서 있다 보면 언젠가 편해질 거야. 익숙해질 거야. 걷다가 멈추다가 뛰다가 서 있다 보면 언젠가 편해질 거야. yeah. 오랜만에 새로 사는
빌딩 사이로 새는 볕을 따라 이리저리 뛰었네. 정신없이 살아 나의 그림자조차 지치게. 오늘 하루 얼마나 이래 나를 계산하러 또 중요한 걸 놓쳐. 우린 얼만큼을 쉬었나. 삶은 호의적이잖아. 숨을 증명했어 나의 운동화가. 떫고 닳아 꺾어 신던 신발은 왜 버리지 못할까. 위로 이 도시에서 위로란다는 오직 걸음 앞에 쑤시고 내게 필요한 건 위로. 대부분 슬픔엔 아무 가치도 없는 듯 행복에만 전부 베팅을 하네. yeah. 나 역시 사람인가봐. 잠들기 전에 눈뜬 채 속된 의도로 기도하네. 내일은 좀 화창했으면 해. 빛이 좀 들게 새 신발이 가는 곳에.
걷다가 멈추다 뛰다가 서 있다 언젠가 편해질 거야. 익숙해질 거야. 걷다가 멈추다 뛰다가 서 있다 언젠가 편해질 거야. 오랜만에 새로 산 내 신발
Sie sind also nicht mehr bei den schwarzen Strohhüten. And Joanna said, nein, Herr Mauler. Und ich gehöre auch nicht mehr hin.
Wie Sie mich einmal so gefreut haben. Meine Adresse.
Huh. Very interesting. This was Hot Felt, and the song is I Wander, and it looks like there's a feature. I don't know who the feature was. If you know who the feature is, Andy, let me know who it is. It sounded familiar. I don't know who it was though. Thank you. Song itself was great. I think this one was definitely more my speed. First of all, I love the different. I think to me this song specifically reminds me of like how unique like layering in songs are, and there's a lot of different moments where like I tried to pick out different like aspects of this song and like really fixate and focus on it, and then also try to pay attention to the MV and like figure that out. But I really liked the different like tones that they were using, and obviously shout outs to like the production on the song. I think it sounded incredible. But I also really loved Yeon's voice. I feel like she has such an incredible like texture to her voice that I really liked a lot. And I felt like this to me was like the coolest kind of like rendition. Like the first song that we listened to from her from Hot Felt, like I thought it was very solid, but I felt like with this one, like there was a lot of cool, like she was even like kind of like harmonizing with herself in certain parts of the song. And I was just like, damn, that's like how you know, like vocally you're really good when like you have your own vocal like register that you are messing with and doing on your own. And then as well as like outside of that. So I really loved hearing that was incredible. Okay, Geikyo, I've definitely heard of him. Shout outs. I've heard him, and I know he's done like a couple features with like Junie. There's some other Soul, I think. Shout outs to her. She's another incredible like K R&B artist. So I know him. Like his voice sounded really familiar, which great feature. I love his vocals. I hope we get to cover him at some point because I think he's an incredible artist. I'll have to put his name on my proverbial list to cover, but I think he's such a great rapper. So I liked hearing him in this context. Also, he's a great singer too. I did hear a little bit of his like vocal tones in this, and I know he can do both. So this was cool. This is definitely up my alley. Like again, that like R&B, like indie R&B type vibes I got from this one. I really enjoyed. I also love that her voice kind of almost gave like a choral sort of effect to her voice. Like she had like a very like big like anthemic sort of like choir aspect to her voice, and I like that. I think they incorporated obviously other people's vocals in this as well, but like overall it was really good. I think this one's probably my favorite so far in terms of her songs. So really cool, really cool. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. We've got a couple more. This next one is called Plume, so I believe. So let's check it out.
왜 그렇게 친절해요? 가내린 커피처럼 따뜻해요. 모든 말에 하나하나 어쩜 그렇게 전부 대답해줘요. 왜 자꾸만 웃어줘요. 내가 다치지 않게 배려해요. 아픈 날 왜 걱정해요. 내가 고민 반응하는 걸까요? 혹시 말랑차도 좋아해요? 키우는 강아지 이름이 뭐예요? 보통 몇 시쯤 자요? 혹시 처음 본 사람과 밤을 보낸 적 있나요? 알고 싶어져요. 그대의 모든 걸 갖고 싶어져요. 그대의 맘을 모르고 싶어요. 그댄 아니라면 잠시만 그대로 있어줘. 그댄 내게 위로가 돼요. Just give me yellow, then we'll go. 잠들기 전 그날 생각이 났다면 눈 떴을 때 제일 먼저 하는 일이 어젯밤 잠든 이후에 문자에 답장을 하는 거라면 느껴봐요. 생각을 멈추고 느낌을 따라봐요. 머뭇거리지 마요. 난 숨기고 싶지 않아요. 사랑을 노래하 혹시 말랑차도 좋아해요? 키우는 강아지 이름은 뭐예요? 보통 몇 시쯤 자요? 혹시 처음 본 사람과 밤을 보낸 적 있나요? 알고 싶어져요. 그대의 모든 걸 갖고 싶어져요. 그대의 맘을 모르고 싶어요. 그댄 아니라면 잠시만 그대로 있어줘. 이제 우리 그만만 놓을까요? 그냥 일어나하고 불러 괜찮아요. 처음엔 다 그래요. 누구나 다 두렵죠. But I'm a Gryffindor girl. 용기 낼게요. For you cause you're my Joe. I'll be your Clementine. 함께 기차 타고 몬타키치로 가요. Just give me yellow, yellow. I'll make you mellow, jello. 즐거울 거예요. Call it magic. 지금 집 근처인데 나올래요? 오늘 날씨가 너무 좋네요. 살코기 사주세요. 커피 한잔 아니면 보리차라도 좋은데 알고 싶어져요. 그댄 모든 걸 갖고 싶어져요. 그댄 맘을 모르고 싶어요. 그댄 아니라면 잠시만 그대로 있어줘. 그댄 내게 위로가 돼요. Just give me yellow, yellow. Then I'll go.
All right, very cool. This was Hot Felt and their song Plum. Very nice. I enjoyed this one a lot. I feel like this one again combines that like R&B, jazz chord phrasings and like trap beats, which I thought was very interesting. But I feel like that's pretty common in that like R&B space, which is really cool. Definitely enjoyed this a lot. I think to me this was like a beautiful combination of all those different things, but then as well as that like having like those really like glassy like higher register tones from her. I feel like that was really really cool, and like to see her kind of mold her way through her vocal range I think was also really incredible to listen to as well. Like she's got like some really kind of beautiful like low end to like really kind of like interesting mid-range tone, and then the way that she's obviously able to kind of translate that, move higher up in the register, get into that like beautiful like falsetto tone, I think was great. And I think seeing all those different modes of her voice throughout like one song I think was really really nice. I like the beat of the song, though I will say I kind of wish it would switch up just a smidge. I think like at towards the end of the song I was like, I like the like chord phrasing, I like the beat of the song, but there was definitely some moments where I was feeling like a little bit of fatigue from it. So I think it would have been cool to like, I think if especially in the bridge where like you got like a little bit of that switch up, I think that would have done a little bit better if maybe it was like a bar longer. But other than that, I thought it was very solid. Like I said, the songs that I've heard so far, I really haven't had like an insane opinion on, other than maybe like Ain't Nobody, which wasn't bad, but like definitely interesting. So, all right, we're getting into the last two. The next one we're checking out is called Satellite, and this one features Ash Island. So let's check it out.
반짝이는 별들 속에서 깜빡이는 나를 본 적 있니? 검은 구름 사이로 천천히 움직여 어디론가 길을 잃은 것 같아. 나 여기 있다고 소리치는 아이 my, I see you. Satellite, satellite. 끝을 알 수 없는 깊은 여정. 푸른 해 어지러워 힘을 쓰지마. 이 순간만큼은 빛이 날 거야. Shine brighter than the stars. You're a star, you're a star, you're a star, you're a star tonight. You're a star, you're a star, you're a star.
지구는 돌고 그 옆엔 친구 하나가 있었네. 이미 알겠지만 그 존재를 대부분 못 본대. 한번 물을게 너에게 겉으로만 돌았을 때 있냐고 얜 있다고 모름 제발 닥쳐줄래. 알아달란 건 아냐 baby. 한번 생각은 했어. 대신 누군가 그 주변 사람이 똑같이 겪은 어땠지. 아니 그럼 안 되지 sorry. 바뀐 별이 막 내리던 날이야. 그런데 웃긴 건 나까지 블라인드를 내렸어. 이제는 알아가고 있어. 숨이 닿을 때까지 소리쳐. 그럼 닿게 될 거야. You're a star, you're a star.
Satellite, satellite. 끝을 알 수 없는 깊은 여정. 푸른 해 어지러워 힘을 쓰지마. 이 순간만큼은 빛이 날 거야. Shine brighter than the stars. You're a star, you're a star, you're a star, you're a star tonight. 처음 그 빛을 잊지 마. Twinkle twinkle little star. 단지 넌 스스로 빛날 뿐이야. 너만만 알기가. And I'll be your satellite. And I'll be your satellite, satellite. 끝을 알 수 없는 깊은 여정. 푸른 해 어지러워 힘을 쓰지마. 이 순간만큼은 빛이 날 거야. Shine brighter than the stars. You're a star, you're a star, you're a star, you're a star tonight.
All right, very cool. This was Heartfelt and their song Satellite featuring Ash Island. Very nice, very nice. I thought this was very nice. I enjoyed this one as well. Not to rehash my commentary. But I really like this. I think this one had like a really cool all first of all, the MV was shot really beautifully. I liked it. I also enjoyed like kind of like the space theming of it. I thought that was really nice. I think probably my favorite aspects of the song is just how ethereal her voice sounds in certain aspects. I feel like you can hear that most specifically in the like bridge of that song. I feel like she's got like a really great, like they really added like on this like really gorgeous reverb, but then also like what she like you could hear her saying like satellite, like you obviously had like some like vocal backing like added in, and then also adding some like more reverb onto it. I think it just makes it sound like larger than life, and I appreciate that because I think it definitely needs that in that song. But also I feel like plays to kind of like that sort of like space theme of having like that like bigger than life sort of sound as well too. So I appreciate that tonality. I think that was really great. I think Ash Island was a great feature. I've actually, funnily enough, I know that Ash Island is married to Chamina, but I've never actually listened to any Ash Island song to my knowledge. So this was a cool introduction to him. I like his tone. I also like that he does have some auto tune, but I feel like it's very like musically driven. It's not like we're just gonna slap a bunch of auto tune on. I feel like they do it very intentionally, so I like that. And I feel like it really meshes well with like his stylization of his voice and like his rapping tone. So I thought that was really sick. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I probably would say in terms of the songs that we've listened to her from so far, like genuinely, I'd still also put this pretty up there into terms of favorites. I didn't feel like any of the songs so far I haven't like particularly like disliked in any regard, but there have been some songs that I feel like I enjoyed a little bit more than other. Like I Wander was phenomenal. This one was Satellites was phenomenal as well. So I feel like it's fairly tough, but like genuinely, I feel like you can't go wrong with any of these songs so far. They've all been really great. So, and he said that this is one of my favorites from her. Hey, shout outs. That's awesome. Also, shout outs to Ash Island. Hopefully, we'll be covering him soon in the foreseeable future. So, all right, we're getting into the last one. This last one looks like it is a live video and is for Tempo. Also, I don't know, Andy, if you want me to. I assume we're finishing it out on the PowerPoint, unless you have some for Sunmi for Wednesday. Let me know. But either way, we're gonna check out the final one. This is Tempo. Let's give it a listen.
Slowly, follow my heartbeat slowly. We don't need to rush, but surely I wanna get close to you. Darling, don't treat me like girls you can call in. You bet whenever you get lonely, if that's one thing on your mind. I wear my tempo, 'cause my heart beats slower than yours. Please don't let go, let go. Gonna give my all to you. Hold me on my tempo. Let your heart be closer to mine. Gonna give my all to you. Gonna give my all to you. Slow me before you start to unfold me. I'm twisted and scarred so ugly. You might wanna run away. Falling deep into emotions we swirling. Start trying the lights like they're falling. I'm ready to fly with you. I wear my tempo, 'cause my heart beats slower than yours. Please don't let go, let go. Gonna give my all to you. Hold me on my tempo. Let your heart be closer to mine. Gonna give my all to you. Gonna give my all to you. Tempo, 'cause my heart beats slower than yours. Please don't let go, let go. Gonna give my all to you. Hold me on my tempo. Let your heart be closer to mine. Gonna give my all to you. Gonna give my all to you.
All right. This was Hot Felt and their final song that we were listening to, Tempo. Very nice. Andy says this one is a good one too. And Uni says the crossed out bits still being in the caption is a nice touch. I would agree. I would probably put this one is definitely in my favorites, 100%. I feel like it was probably up there with like my love of like I Wander. This one was really cool, I think, to me, from the perspective that it looks like it is a live video, which is cool. But I also like how stripped back it is. Like, I feel like some of the other songs that we have listened to varying degrees have been very, like, very instrumentally driven. And I felt like this was the first time that I listened to one of her songs and I was like, not to say that her voice wasn't good in the other songs, but I felt like with this one specifically, I was like, damn, like her voice really is the highlight of this song. Like the guitar work is beautiful. Like the little bits of like glassy synth that they used in this was really nice as well too. But like, I feel like as a listener, you are really fixated towards her voice and what she is doing in the song. And I just appreciate the fact that there is just a lot of attention to detail when it comes down to how she sounds in the song. And I kind of like almost like she almost has like a little bit of like a vocal rasp in her tone in this song that I really like. And I don't feel like I had gotten as much of that maybe in the Wonder Girls material, but as well as even her solo stuff, I felt like this one highlighted and showed off something different that she was able to kind of vocally bring to the table. So I definitely enjoyed this one a lot. Like I said, I probably put this one pretty high up there in terms of faves. But yeah, this was really rad. So good one to, I would say, close off with. So really, really nice, really nice. Uni says I completely agree. Very nice. And I don't know if I know Andy, you have a couple more. Oh, okay. And we are doing the Sunmi deep dive, which I'm sure I'm gonna have to keep this up for Sunmi on Wednesday. So I'll actually leave it here. So Sunmi, we are doing Wednesday. Andy has put a playlist together for Sunmi, so we'll be covering her on Wednesday exclusively. So very excited. There have been some songs that I've heard from her. There have been some songs that I have not heard from her yet. So excited to delve into it. So very cool. Big salutes to Andy for putting this together. Congrats again. Which also ironically rounds out into another thing that we need to do, which I realized today is the first of the month. So I have to go and do wheel now. So, which I know y'all would not let me leave without doing. So very cool. I'm going to hit shuffle like 3 times and go from there. Okay. Let's do it. Who's going to be the winner? Hey, let's go. The homie Jazz. She has won for February. Jazz, I know you left already, but I will be messaging you. You have won the wheel. So kudos to you. We'd love to see it. But yeah, super stoked. I don't know what you're gonna choose, but I'm very excited. Whether it's an album or whatever, but very exciting. Cool stuff. No Santa says I tried to channel that birthday luck. Darn. Is it your birthday, No Santa? Happy early birthday. If it's gonna be your birthday. That's crazy. Kudos. Hopefully you're gonna do something fun. All right, cool. Congrats. Let's go. Next week. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. We're like a little less. We're like about 3 weeks apart. That's wild. That's crazy. Wild and crazy. I love that. Very cool. All right. Well, as aforementioned before, if you join, you hang out, you get channel points, you get on the wheel. If I see you in chat and you're communicating and being a part of chat and also being a part of the Discord community, I see that shit. So if you are doing that, you get placed on the wheel. We spin it every month. So, and then once all the names are gone, then I'll re-add them all back in. But this is my appreciation, my thanks this month. Coming up in a couple weeks will actually be my 10th year of doing YouTube. So Appreciate all of you, whether you've been here for a good bit or you've been here for a short amount of time. Very grateful. So, like in 2 weeks, it'll be my 10-year anniversary, which is unbelievable. I still don't believe it, but appreciate all you. You make it a little bit easier. So, appreciate you so much. I would not be here without y'all. So, thanks for the love, as well as that. Patreon updated. YouTube is going to be updated. I pretty much have most of this month mapped out in terms of videos. So you're going to get at least 3 videos a week on YouTube. So if you missed out on previous streams, those will all hopefully be up to date closer to the end of the month, potentially. But I would like to give a little bit of a head start to the Patreon fam. So Patreon should be mostly updated besides this video. So if you missed out, go check out, go do some binging. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, Wednesday, Sunmi, come back. If you like this, you like what I do, would love to see you in chat. But yeah, that's it. So appreciate it. Kaylee says we should do something fun for the end. We could do that. We'll have to plan it out. But thanks so much. Again, salutes to Andy. Appreciate you. See you on Wednesday for Sunmi. Peace, y'all.